are you thinking about?
Well, hey, you know what?
See, that should have been getting recorded. See, we need to bring that, that should have been recorded because that would have been good for the show.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's find a way to.
Was it live yet?
Let's find a way to segue that into us discussing things. I don't know.
Yeah, we always need to find a way to fit in more bestiality.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, hey, why don't I do an introduction and you guys can just go back to talking about it? We can just. Right. I could just do an introduction and then, saying welcome to Fancaste. All right, I'll just do it. Hold on. Hey, welcome to Fancaste, episode number 5.
But yeah, no. What was that thing you were talking about?
Bestiality?
Oh, yeah, where Liu Kang turns into the dragon and bites the guy's head off, and it's a bestiality.
That's animality, you jackass.
I think
which head was he biting off?
Doesn't fucking matter, does it? It, totally decapitates the guy.
The only thing that's, I think, left when he does that is, the guy's legs from not even the waist down.
It's pretty much just, all torso, head, arms, and there ain't much left of anything after Liu Kang's bestiality.
Yeah, so it is pretty much bestiality. He's biting someone's crotch off.
It's very sexually charged in nature.
I must have missed
Liu Kang is a monk. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's from
Fuck
watching...
Liu Kang.
Liu Kang is freaking there next to Sonya and watching Katana in that skimpy outfit. I'm pretty sure he's been frustrated. He has to bite someone off.
Liu Kang's the pussiest character in the entire Mortal Kombat franchise. Okay, game 1. Look at the very, very first game. Arcade or console version, however. And then look at everybody. Johnny Cage. Fatality is either A, punch somebody's head off, or kick somebody in the stomach and wiggle his foot around or kick it straight through him. Raiden electrocutes the shit out of somebody's head and blows it up. Scorpion's burning people. Sub-Zero's ripping spines out. Sonya does some whore thing where she kisses the people and they die, which... I mean, you kiss the wrong girl who's unclean. You probably could get something that'll kill you. Kano rips hearts out. I think that's everybody except Liu Kang. Liu Kang doesn't even have a finisher. You can't do a fatality. You can do the little spin thing, and he does this cartwheel uppercut, and that's his fatality. Screen doesn't go black. There's no special points because he's a giant puss. And it's all well, he's a virtuous character. It's not trying to kill people. Fuck that. You bought the game for the violence.
well, to be fair with Liu Kang, he did become more of a badass in the remake. They made him an evil character now, so he's not much of a pussy anymore.
Fuck him. He still sucks in my book.
They made him an evil character?
Yeah, as of Mortal Kombat 9, when they rebooted the franchise, basically the way it was explained was that in the previous game, Deception, Shao Kahn got the ultimate power, so he basically is he is the one. Think of him as the one above all, the one who has the ultimate power, even over the gods themselves. Uh-huh. So Raiden sends a message to himself back in time to let Shao Kahn win because apparently that would violate the rules of Mortal Kombat. Thus Shao Kahn would be stripped of his powers. Blah blah blah. It'll make sense towards the end, right? But what happens?
Raiden time travels kind of like Time Cop.
Well, the most important question here is: does Liu Kang now have a goatee?
No, but apparently him and Katana finally get together and they rule the NetherRealm as of the last game.
Now I hate him even more.
Good message for the kids. Be evil and then you'll score.
Yeah, commit bestiality and you hook up with Katana.
Wait, hold on.
Only if you time travel afterwards.
Yeah. Is it like time travel, like Back to the Future, go backward and forward, no problem? Or is it like, Total Recall, you can only go back?
Well, no, he sent a message.
That's Total Recall, right?
So he didn't really
time travel in Total Recall.
There's no time. What? Yeah, there's no time travel in Total Recall. He forgets this past.
Oh, okay. Well, which is the one where you can only go in the past, or you can go forward, but you can't go back and forth?
Is it a Total Recall?
No. You got any more of the plot than that?
Bill and Ted.
All right. So see, here's the thing.
No, Bill and Ted, they traveled in one of them phone booths.
Yeah.
They can go wherever the hell they want.
That was one of the best movies ever made.
They could steal people.
Did you know Biodome was based on the rejected script for Bill and Ted 3?
Nice.
Are you for real?
Yes. Seriously.
I'm okay with that. I like Pauly Shore.
You know what? I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to watch these movies again now, knowing this. This is gonna be interesting.
Dude, I don't usually like to go to comedy clubs because I don't know, stand up. I mean, it can be funny if I'm watching on TV, but sitting there, I don't know. But my friends one time, there's a place called Valley Park by where I used to live, and they had a place called the Funny Bone, and Pauly Shore was coming, and he had like two like underlings with him. There was this chick who wasn't funny. Ha! Go figure. Woman comedian, not funny.
That's racist or sexist or something.
No, it's not racist at all, because the next guy that came up was like Jesus something or another, and he was funny as hell. I liked him. And
well, you said it right. You said the key word right there, Jesus.
Well, I don't remember what his last name was, but he was pretty damn funny. And then Pauly Shore, oh my God, that guy was great. Pauly was funny as shit. Yeah, it's 20 years down the road from like his heyday, Pauly Shore, but I still found myself laughing through just about the entire 20, 30, 40 minutes that Pauly Shore was up there. And then afterwards, I got a picture of him. So there's a picture of me with the weasel. And I didn't have anything for him to sign. And I didn't have any cash, so I couldn't buy any merch because I was going to buy the weasel.
Nuts then, right?
No, I gave him a $1 bill. I was like, hey, Pauly, will you sign my $1? And fucking I've got an autographed $1 bill by Pauly Shore.
All right.
Damn, you're giving me ideas now. I finally have something I can get signed, and it should just take out my wallet and be like, hey, can you sign this $5 bill?
Yeah, because I didn't have any of my DVDs with me or anything like that. Didn't think anything of it. And like all these people come walking in, they got like son-in-law DVDs and shit like that to have them sign afterwards. And
in
like
the Army now.
I've got that one too. And they're buying like the shirts or like the CDs and stuff like that, but it was cash only. I'm like, I didn't fucking cash. Who carries cash in this day and age? I'm not like, from 1940. So I ended up just having him sign a $1 bill. So I have this $1 bill hanging up on like my mirror on my dresser. That's signed by
carry cash. I mean, what do you have to do when you have to pay a stripper?
Well, you prepare for that.
You run your card through a crack. What do you mean?
Well, there's like always an ATM. There's always like 3
Yeah,
ATMs
and there's always
there.
like, you go to a strip club, there's a bunch of ATMs.
There's an app for that.
It's kind of high, though. I'm not paying those extra fees.
It's $250.
They probably got one in the bathroom for crying out loud.
That's why you take out like a hundo, because then the $250 don't look so bad. Yeah, $250 for a fee sucks when you're taking out $10.
Well, it's not like I'm making great money, man. I've been waiting in front of this Home Depot for hours and nobody's hired me yet.
Well, you did just get released because I posted a picture on Facebook last week of what happened to you while you weren't on the show.
That's true.
It was a picture of ICE taking you away.
Were they more gentle with their cavity search this time?
Yeah, how invasive was it?
I escaped. I just found some random white lady there that was like feeling some white guilt, and I told her, if you marry me, you'll be a hero. So she bought it, and as soon as she turned away, I ran. Unfortunately, it took like 5 hours to get the cuffs off, mostly because I couldn't read the instructions on it.
They were Chinese, man.
Hey, it's New York City, man. Our education system here is bullshit.
So was this white lady your version of a coyote?
Legally, I'm not allowed to disclose.
So what's the biggest soft drink you can buy in New York?
What's the biggest soft drink? I've seen. I think we still carry like 3 liters, but I've seen like those weird things at the 7-Elevens, like the double extra gulp, whatever.
I thought your previous mayor outlawed those.
Yeah, I thought he made it to where you could only get like 20-ounce sodas at a time or something like that.
Nah, that never became up. I mean, it was a controversial thing.
Okay.
Listen, listen. This is New York City we're talking about. Like, you could have all the health nuts in the world here in New York City. You still got to make sure them poor folk get their soda, all right?
and their $15 pack of cigarettes.
And their $15 or $20 maybe sometime down the line.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
heaven forbid they're selling them without paying the taxes. You might get choked to death.
Well, if you're illegal, you're probably paying less because you're not getting taxed, but who knows?
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to get this show started or what? Hit the button and let's go.
I hit the button 10 minutes ago. What are you talking about?
What?
So all our blatant racism is out there for the world to see. God damn it.
Whoa, hey, there was no blatant racism on this end. I didn't say anything about Jinx.
Well, I'm proud, so I'm okay. CNN, please don't target me.
CNN.
Well, hey, if there's somebody, I think InfoWars or somebody, I saw a bunch of, because since CNN started that crap with chasing that guy down on Reddit, now there's a meme on Twitter about creating CNN, getting beat up by Trump. They're taking all kinds of clips. It's interesting. They've got a bunch of rednecks fighting one another that they've clipped over, but it's funny.
Yeah, well, fuck CNN. Maybe if they didn't suck at their jobs, people wouldn't care. Anyways, let's So since we're rolling and the camera's rolling,
so tonight we have all four of us. And has anybody getting a hold of Christopher Littleton at all? Because he keeps saying, all right, so we'll see if he ever joins us. So, yes, if the main show can do a show without an ending, we can have one without an introduction. So I'll just say I'm Brainmuffin, Bottle Washer number 6. Welcome to Spider-Man month, everybody. It's the 6th of July. There's been a few things Jeff's done for Spider-Man month.
Wait. So you get to introduce and say who you are, but the rest of us don't?
No.
That's
what
racist.
kind of shit is this?
All right.
It's a fan cast. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's fucking amateur hours. What it is.
Yeah,
I'm Brainmuffin. I get to put my name out there, but the rest of these peasants.
Yeah, well.
Well, he is the de facto leader, so.
Well, okay, so we have Kendo Slice, the main.
He is Vigo. No, it's Kendo Slice.
The main theory man. Join us for a second time is Reality's Frank.
Sorry I'm late, but there was this big bee.
And beans.
And all the way from over there is Liquid Metal Pro, coming back from a week absence.
I'm sorry, I have to constantly keep looking over my shoulder in case if ISIS shows up again.
All right.
Amigra!
Well, you're sounding better than you were when we were testing a while ago, so that's good. So now can I say welcome to Spider-Man month? Is that okay now?
After I tell Reality's Frank that was a really good Clerks cartoons reference, now you may go. You may proceed, sir.
I may proceed.
You may.
All right. So it's July, and in case you haven't guessed, it's Spider-Man month on the World Class Bullshitters. And so what are you guys looking forward to on Spider-Man month? We've had the drunk commentary for Spider-Man 1. We've had...
It was regular commentary, actually.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be drunken, but it's Jeff by himself commentating the movie, which I plan on watching this movie this weekend with Jeff commentating it. So it's like I'm not watching it alone, like a sad, sad person. But I'll have my friend Jeff Hicks with me.
Well, that's an interesting idea. I thought it was, yeah. I started watching it a little bit, and then I didn't listen to it very far. Well, you're right. It doesn't say drunk commentary. Well, bummer.
We misreported it. It was fake news, like CNN.
Oh, well.
They're coming after us now. They're going to come after us now.
They're going to get us.
CNN's going to be like, we got to find these 4 motherfuckers, and we got to shut them down.
God damn it.
Then they're going to look at the subscriber count.
Right.
They're going to be like, oh, wait, there's only 15 people subscribed to it, and 4 of the people subscribed to it are on the show. So how many numbers are they really, really reaching?
We barely made 5 episodes, and we're going to get shut down. Nice going, guys.
Yet they still let terrible shit be on TV.
Hey, yeah. Well, it's whatever sells advertising, I guess. I don't know.
Sex.
Sometimes, yeah.
So anyway. That's why they're called the Cuck News Network, then.
Well, hey.
Anyway, back to what you were talking about.
They haven't been the same since Turner sold them all those years ago. Well, I was just talking about Superman month. Superman. See, I did it again. I did it again. That's the 3rd time. First time on recording.
Oh man, I'm the head of the show in the ranking tour, but I can't even keep my topics straight.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Christopher Reeve just turned in his grave, apparently.
Yeah, white guys in blue and red costumes all look alike, don't they, Brainmuffin?
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve would not stand for this.
When 49 years old you reach, be as mentally acute you will not.
Uh-huh.
Come on, man. We got to stop beating this dead horse.
Which dead horse? I'm not that old.
The one that Christopher Reeve fell off.
Oh. Yay.
Was that too far? Was that too far?
Too soon?
Did I go too far? I go too far. It's been more than 10 years. It's been like 20-something years.
I don't know. He's been dead for years. That's all I know.
Yeah,
we love you, Christopher Reeve. You were pretty good.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So Spider-Man month is this month.
There you go.
There we go.
So, okay. So obviously, has anybody? Well, let's not talk about that. The movie one then, unless you got. Have the rest of you seen it yet? Or listened to it? Not the movie, but the commentary.
No.
I've kind of, sort of, maybe, kind of, didn't really kind of watch it yet.
All right. Well, did anybody see the video of Jeff going on about his favorite costumes?
Yes. That was good.
Yeah. Not being a huge comic book fan for a long time, I didn't know of some of those. I actually liked the one. I think it was one he had third, where it was kind of that new. It was only for the FF.
Yeah, the future. Yeah, the white costume.
Yeah, because they had the Fantastic Four, and it was Future Foundation, something like that.
Yeah, that was it.
That was very interesting.
A question about that. Future Foundation. When did that occur?
In the future.
Well, duh.
In the future.
Oh, that sounded kind of racist too.
Yeah.
God damn it! I knew I should have asked.
Is anything not racist anymore? Jeez.
Yes, as long as you're talking about cisgendered white males, then you're fine.
Or the Die Hard remake starring Shia LaBeouf.
No, it's not allowed. You're not allowed to be white anymore.
No.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Oh, that's right.
He doesn't have a single white friend in that movie.
What are we talking about?
Homecoming.
Yeah,
the new teenage comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand not having white people
Spider-Man and his
friends.
amazing brown friends.
I mean, if you don't have white people for friends, you're like really expanding your stuff. So if you got a black guy friend, you got barbecue. If you got a Chinese friend, you got Chinese food. If you've got a Mexican friend, you've got tacos and like stuff. So you're like expanding your horizons. So like by having nothing but like minority friends, you don't have to like eat just like bologna sandwiches and shit all the time and like crappy white people food.
You do have a point.
That.
Yeah.
I support that very much.
Hey.
Good for Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, I must say, growing up, I never could understand why England fought so much over India. Then I had Indian food one day, and I was like, this is good. Then I had English food. Oh, it's just corned beef and cabbage. Well, no wonder.
Well, no, that's not even English food. That's like Irish, Jewish, Northeastern delicacy.
Oh.
Yeah, English one was like bangers and mash and toad.
Which is good.
They got this weird, everything has a weird name over there.
Well, bangers and mash is more, I thought that was more of a Scottish thing.
No, that's haggis.
Oh, wait. I have a question.
Blood pudding.
There's new Brown Mary Jane. Is Peter? Is she just essentially going to try to get with Peter just so she can get papers?
Yeah, sure.
Wait a second. No, that doesn't make any sense because it's New York City now. Apparently, you don't need papers to be considered a citizen. So, what the fuck?
Anyway, it's not blood pudding. It's black pudding, and it's delicious.
Okay.
Yeah, blood pudding is German.
Both sound good.
That's blood sausage.
That's
but yeah.
blood sausage, yeah. See, and never mind.
How did we get sidetracked on European food?
I don't know.
That's my fault.
I spent like a year in England, so I've ate lots of their shit, and it's all delicious and awesome, and I've gotten drunk at many of their pubs.
Yeah, but the Indian food's better. A lot of those spices came from India. That's what's interesting.
Yo, I know, because like curry is considered like a British food now. And it's like, it's not, but it's delicious, and I will go have a curry because it's fun to do. You go out, you go to the pub, you drink, and then you get some curry. Or you go to a pub that's there that has a curry club night on Thursday nights called Weatherspoons. Yeah, I still remember that. Years later, I still remember that. And they always have curry, and you can have curry and drink and be merry and gamble on their little
drink curry. Yes,
God, that sounds like the ultimate life.
Oh, dude, it's great. They got these arcade machine things. You just put the money in, and like you play games and stuff, and you can win money.
Yeah,
God, it's like Barcade, but more awesome.
Yeah, and you can watch topless darts on television.
True.
Topless darts.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Cool.
And you can watch TV and hear words like cunt, fuck, and shitballs.
At 2:00 in the afternoon.
Not 2:00 in the afternoon. It's like 8:00 at night, and see titties.
And we're the land of the free. Wait a minute.
You wanna
Oh yeah.
Hey, we're kind of starting this show off where we ended the last one, or two shows ago.
Talking about titties.
Talking about Kelly Brook. Remember?
Kelly Brook's tits are
Kelly
amazing.
God damn yes, man.
Oh,
I went silent that
you know what?
Episode.
You know, we're supposed to be like a show about the show, which is fine, and we will get back to being a show about the show. But I know those guys listen, and I know they're being entertained by some of the shit we're saying, like Kelly Brook's big titties rubbing in your face. Oh yeah. Anyway, we should just have like one of our own little segments one night where we just talk about the best racks in Hollywood, and just in general, and how we would like to motorboat all of them.
I started looking it up again. I couldn't resist.
No, I know. I mean, I would if Kelly Brook like knocked on the door right now. Which my first question might not be, well, how did you? It would be like, wait a second, you came in the middle of nowhere, Missouri, the second question would be like, can I put my face between your boobs and go, brrr! And then whether or not she said yes, I'd do it anyway. Because the likelihood of that happening is like extremely slim to nothing.
Yeah, it's always easier to ask forgiveness than permission.
Exactly. The fact that she found me and sought me out at my house 5,000 miles away from where she lives, I just believe is implied consent.
Yeah, there you go. She probably heard this episode. She got in the car. She's like, I got to get there.
Yeah.
She lives in England, so she had to fly.
All right.
For part of it.
Swim.
Swim. Well, didn't they build a bridge?
I don't think England has any bridges left, do they?
Yeah, I've walked across many of them.
I'm talking about now. I'm not talking about before.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, they still have something that those people are driving vans over and running down pedestrians on.
You just got a bunch of immigrants holding hands and stretching across.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't all do that, okay? Especially now we're not getting paid.
No, they're building the scaffolding and the banners for the parades that are happening.
That is true. We do get hired to do the setup for all these little weird pride-ish things, and we don't get none of the recognition, and yet we're the ones that they're constantly protesting over.
Well, that's just hypocritical now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just another day in the life, man, of being the one Mexican with some damn reason and logic in New York City. It's kind of hard to find one of those here.
Well, maybe you should move upstate.
I would, but I'm broke.
Well, you just explained how through genetics you have the hands and the tools to be able to build stuff. So move upstate and become like a unlicensed contractor.
Yeah.
Remember when I said the education system here is shit? They never taught us common sense. So I never thought about that. So just now.
Well, there you go. I just gave you a business idea.
God damn it, 30 years later, and I just thought about it.
Yeah. Just get yourself some tools and just move upstate and be like an unlicensed contractor. Those white people up there don't want to go through all the bullshit, the hassle of getting permits.
That's true.
Tell them that you'll do it for the cost of material and then upcharge the material. Go to Home Depot, buy the shit to build a deck, and it costs like $1,000 worth of lumber. Tell them it costs $15.
1,000 or 100?
Fuck, I don't know. Whatever he wants to charge.
Right.
It's his business.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just giving him the principal idea.
Hey. $15 and back in Mexico, you're a king.
That's true. The peso's trading really badly right now.
Yeah, man.
If we wanted,
you're back there with $5.
Oh, dude, if we wanted to get rid of the illegal immigrants, instead of paying them in cash, we should just pay them in pesos. So instead of $10 cash, we just give them 10 pesos and be like, that's all you're getting. They'll leave.
That's what we should do. We should just convert our money to pesos, and they'll have no reason to come here anymore. Save a fortune on that wall.
Well, yeah, but there would be a run for the Canadian border, and they wouldn't put up with that for 5 minutes.
I don't know. They might.
So Canada's letting them in.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can go to Canada. We'll just build the wall up there. We'll build 2 walls.
You got to be of the right mind to get into Canada.
And we'll decorate them with lights that twinkle. Like Christmas lights.
No, it will be Christmas lights. We can have Christmas back in the good US of A.
It's just an idea.
Well, hey, where I grew up, they don't take the Christmas lights down, so.
Well, that's so the aliens know where to find them.
Yeah, well, there is that, yeah. That's where Bubba lives. See all there with my dim lights? That's where you're going to go.
There he goes racist again.
Damn it, man. I would like to go to the middle of nowhere now and just see if I find some aliens. I'm not talking about the illegal kind. I'm talking about some extraterrestrial kinds.
Well, they're not legal either.
Yeah, they're technically illegal. They don't have papers to be in our country.
Solar system.
Well, they can conquer us, so I'm more afraid of them than I am the other kind.
Fuck those green bastards. Tell them to get back to where they came from.
They got ray guns. Well, speaking of killing the economy, is Sony killing the MCU?
Yes.
Maybe.
All right.
Good
There's
discussion.
a discussion point. There you go. All right, Frank, why yes?
I've been saying this all along. Like no matter how hard Marvel tries to incorporate Spider-Man, Sony is going to have their fingers in the mix, and they're going to push their agendas, and the executives are going to have their say and put their ideas in. It's just going to be a mess, and Homecoming is going to be a mess. Like I was listening to a review of it on NPR earlier, and the guy is trying to talk it up. He's trying to make it sound like it's going to be fun, and it's just going to be a mess. Like the first scene is Spider-Man crawling into his window, his bedroom, and his buddy's sitting there waiting for him. So
jacking off.
Yeah, immediately
into the Death logo.
Wait. His buddy is waiting for him in his bedroom,
fully erect.
Totally erect. Hold on. Was he there for Peter or was he there for his aunt? Because I'm kind of like.
Oh, he was there for Peter, all right.
I don't know. That's how the movie starts, apparently. You don't know how long he's been sitting there waiting for Peter to come back.
Oh, fuck that. If I was in that situation, I'd be banging his aunt. And I'd be like, Peter, is that what it looks like when he catches us? Fuck, I'll do it on his...
You'd just be like, hey, Peter, it's not what it looks like, but if you want, you can join in, and we can definitely make it what it looks like.
Well, that sounds like a slightly better movie.
Yeah,
so
this goes back.
So the scene with him sitting on there holding a Lego Death Star, that's the beginning of the movie?
Apparently. And this goes back to the point Jeff made earlier. About the importance of Spider-Man's secret identity. It's just one of the dynamics of what makes Spider-Man who he is trying to balance these two parts of his life of keeping them separate. Immediately that goes out the window.
That's kind of odd because he already has the suit from. Well, I guess he has that suit when he fights the part of Civil War.
Yeah.
I know there's no origin story in the new movie, which is fine with me. Some reviews that I watched today, they're all talking about how funny it is. It's a teenage comedy that just happens to be Spider-Man. It's like Saved by the Bell Spider-Man edition. Like, oh, goody.
With the time freeze and everything?
That actually doesn't sound too bad. Like, Peter's getting into a fight, say Green Goblin's flying down on his ass. He just turns, looks at the camera, goes, time out. And then, like, Green Goblin stops. He just fucking jumps up, punches him right in the fucking face, grabs him, webs him up, and ties him to a lamppost. And then he just looks back. He's like, time in. And then Goblin's, like, sitting there like, motherfucker. And then Peter's, like, just kind of shrugs and then pulls out that big-ass brick cell phone and starts calling home. I'd watch that.
Vulture.
I'd watch that. It'd be great.
You just wrote a better movie.
Yeah. I think that's two better movies.
Yeah. I mean, shit, the things you could do with that, like he goes to the Max and it's still got that old dude, the original guy there, and he like asks Kelly out, she says no, so then, he goes and like hooks up with Lisa instead. Hell, I don't know. We could figure it out. Just beats the shit out of Screech for no reason.
I don't know, man. That guy's a strapper.
Slater walks up, calls him preppy. He's just, hits time out again, socks him in the eye, time back in, just like, hey, man, what happened to your eye, Slater? You fucking meathead.
So, next problem with Homecoming is apparently Spider-Man does not have a spider sense.
Stupid.
Yeah, I heard that too. Well, I think WCBS covered some of that. Because didn't somebody list off like the next several movies? This is like him as a sophomore, and there's going to be one as a junior year and senior year, or some other such nonsense.
Yep.
I mean, Tom Holland's already 20 years old. Are they going to recast in 2 years?
No, just they'll put him on some of those hormones that like make him youngified.
Well, Tobey Maguire was like 32, wasn't he?
Yeah, but Tobey's got them boyish good looks that just don't go away.
So there you
go. Wow.
He's going to do that. He's got the Michael J. Fox.
Damn, I forgot what I was going to say.
What? I'm secure enough in my masculinity and my straightness to be able to say another dude's can, look young and good all the way up until the age of like 85 or however the hell old he is now.
No. There's nothing wrong with that. You can admit if a man's handsome. I mean, sometimes I'll be watching WWE and I don't know. I think Seth Rollins is a good-looking man. Don't get me wrong.
So you're saying that you find you find like some satisfaction and attraction to sweaty, muscular dudes?
God damn! Don't get me started on Braun Strowman.
Or the Korean ladyboys.
Ooh.
You know, just
Wait, who? Wait, no, seriously, I did not hear that.
Anyway, so let's get back to
He was
Spider-Man.
27.
I'm perfectly straight.
All right, let's get back to Spider-Man: Homecoming and the sequel, Spider-Man: Bayside Homecoming.
Oh God, I'm gonna jump out a window.
Would you wouldn't watch
Spider-Man.
Saved by the Bell Spider-Man mashup? I would.
No, it's going to be Spider-Man meets World. They're going to dig up Mr. Feeney.
I mean, are they gonna bring back Vader?
I hope so.
Oh.
Spider-Man 3 Full House Homecoming.
Oh God, no! I'm jumping out the window for that one.
Home Alone.
Can you- dude,
Spider-Man 2
think-
Home Alone. Coming.
Yeah, think of the cool stunts he could do, like fucking swinging around on the Golden Gate Bridge. It'd be great.
Yeah,
Let's-
Macaulay Culkin as
Listen,
Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Spider-Man versus-
He wouldn't have to wear makeup. Have you seen him recently?
What?
He's on my Deadpool roster. Believe me, I've seen him.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, by
He's
the time
like
we
the
get to
opposite of
Spider-Man
Ralph
4,
Macchio.
Peter meets the Winslows. I'm done.
Are you kidding? I would pay. I would pay double to watch the epic Spider-Man Urkel crossover.
Oh, dude, Spider Family Values? That would be fucking awesome.
Well, then there's also Spider-Man. Spider-Man's coming to dinner, so that would be that. Oh, are there any more crossovers we could?
Spider-Man Inspector Gadget.
Oh,
Because you got to have an animated series for the kids.
Fuck that. Let's just make it live action.
Dude, I would watch that too.
Yeah.
Matthew Broderick just shows up, random cameo.
Oh shit, what was his name? It was the voice of Inspector Gadget from Get Smart. Isn't he still around?
Oh, no, he's dead. You're thinking
Damn.
of... God damn it, what was his name?
Don
Don Adams.
Yeah.
No, I think
Dang.
he died a few years ago. There you go. I'm looking. Get Smart 2008. No thanks. I'm looking for the real Get Smart.
2005, he
I'll
died.
be going with these crossovers.
Shit.
Oh, shit. He's been dead for 12 years.
Yeah, September.
That means I have to get Matthew Broderick.
Oh,
Yeah.
we could dig him up.
It'll be like Weekend at Bernie's with Spider-Man.
No,
Yeah.
just pull a Rogue One and re-loop his audio from the cartoon and just base your script on that.
No.
Yeah, we could do that. We could fucking Grand Moff Tarkin him.
Well, that's what they did for the Red Leader and the Yellow Leader. I think those two guys they just re-looped. I think one guy redid something, but the Yellow Leader they re-looped some of his stuff. Getting set up for our attack run was right out of the first movie.
Barbara Feldon's still alive, so we could get Agent 99. We just have to youngify her because I bet she doesn't look like she did in the 60s.
Gotta find a time machine and just send her back a couple years.
Dude, if we found a time machine, I would not tell you guys. I'd keep it all to myself. And secondly, going back to rescue people from the past to put them in shitty movies now is not a priority. The lottery numbers, and I'm gonna pull a fucking Biff Tannen is what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I don't.
I'm gonna
blame
be
you.
like, I know the results of every fucking World Series and Super Bowl and all sorts of shit. I'm going back in time. I'm betting a dickload of money back in the old times, making a ton of it, and then like I said, I'm gonna create the Biff Tannen, hotel and casino because it's going to be Kendo Slice's hotel and casino, and I'll be a corrupt bastard, and I'm not going to shoot anybody to take their wives. Fuck that. I'll be so rich I could be able to afford my own 23-year-olds.
You already did that. You're Donald Trump now.
That's true. Fuck that though. If I had a time machine, I would go back and save Chris Benoit. Man, wrestling sucks now without ever since that whole shit happened.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do that while I'm running the Kendo Slice, hotel and casino with my harem of big-chested ladies, some fake, some real. We play a game of guess which one it is with your eyes closed.
I'm down.
And it's not, and with no hands, you got to do it just with face and mouth. So, I would just send for Chris Benoit and be like, all right, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get a lot of head injuries and you're going to probably decide to snap and kill your wife and kid. Don't do that. If you get to the point where you think that's going to happen, I've got this guy right here. He'll kick the shit out of you. It won't happen. And then you'll be able to continue to wrestle until you're a drooling vegetable.
Good. More head injuries will fix his head injuries. Good plan.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to deprive the guy of his ability to like make money for his family. It's his livelihood to get it. Just God-given right to get as much brain trauma as he wants to.
Well, he apparently had too much.
Put a helmet on; it'll fix everything.
Yeah. Just put like those like. We'll just make a new rule that in wrestling they got to wear those like little sparring helmets they wear in boxing. Be like, have at it, guys! All the flying fucking headbutts you want.
No, see, here's what
gloves on him too.
Here's what I do with the time machine. I'd go back to the 60s. I'd get myself a job at Marvel Comics, and I would just kind of be on the creative team for like Spider-Man and X-Men, so my name would be in the credits somewhere.
Right.
Then I'm attached to that for life.
They come forward and say, "Yeah, I'll take a royalty check for your movie."
Yeah, see? You don't need to be a big name in history. Just have your name in there somewhere.
Well, you need to get it in your contract with Marvel and DC, whomever, that if they ever make movies or TV shows, you get a part of it.
No, even better, I'll just go back and stop Javier Rat from ever getting involved.
That works.
Or that.
I like my Biff Tannen idea. I'm just going to stick with that.
You do.
Oh, I will.
Listen, I have a time machine. I don't know what to do with it, so I'm just going to do pointless things with it.
No, I mean, you do you, honey boo boo. I'm going
Wait
for
a second. Wait.
I'm
What if I
fucking
got
going
people
straight
from
out
history?
Biff Tannen.
I got people from history, put them in a ring, and have them fight to the death. I will call it historical fighting to the death. I'm
Depends
pretty
on
sure that idea hasn't been done before, right?
Yeah.
No, but
You
it
need a
depends
better
on when you
marketing.
take them. Because if you take them from the wrong point in history, it could really fuck things up.
Yeah.
So you're
Did you
saying
watch that one episode of...
So let me see. So if I take Hitler, like when he was still going to art school, and make him fight, I don't know, Genghis Khan when he was like, I don't know, somewhere as a teenager, you think that would be a fair fight?
No, Genghis Khan will kill the shit out of him. The only problem is then the world's going to be overpopulated with a bunch of communists and other undesirables because Hitler wouldn't have got the chance to kill them.
But see, I could make it even easier. I'll take the guy that looks like Super Mario. What's his name?
Stalin?
Stalin. Thank you.
I'm thinking the actor. I'm not even on your all's wavelength.
Anyway, but if you take Stalin before he, famishes and willfully, cavalierly sends millions of his own people to death, we have that much more communists in the world to deal with.
No, maybe Russia
God
falls
damn it.
sooner. It goes back to capitalism. I don't know. Because then
Nah,
you got to
there's
deal with
too
the
much
czars, and they weren't any better.
No.
Oh, I don't know. I'll just take it back in time, and I don't know, just some randomly punch people who like wrong me or something. I don't know.
Gonna go back in time.
Be like, hey, jackass! Remember when you stole those $100 from me? Just shove them like
5
push
years
them.
from now, I'm going to kick you in the nuts first.
I kick him in the nuts, not realizing we're over a bridge, and he falls over. I'm like, shit! What the fuck did I do? And I'm like, wait, I have a time machine. I can do it over again.
No, then you'll loop back on yourself.
So wait, so then I would kick my own self in the nuts while kicking someone else in the nuts, and he falls over.
Right. You create a time paradox, and all of reality would be gone.
I got a better idea. Why don't I just pretend my car is a time machine? I'll drive up to New York. Me and you can just go get some, Earl of Sandwich, and we'll call it a day.
Fair enough.
Earl of Sandwich.
Hey, if you've never had Earl of Sandwich, you're missing out. That fucking thing is awesome. Every time I flew to England and I stopped at the Newark airport, I was so happy most of the time because domestic short little hop flights a lot of times came in on Terminal A, I believe it is, and there's an Earl of Sandwich there, and I would usually have like a 2-hour gap between getting that flight and my connecting flight, transatlantic flight. So I would go into Earl of Sandwich, eat a sandwich, and buy one for the plane. The best $20 I ever spent.
Probably better than spending the money that you would on Homecoming.
And on the way back, I would do the same thing. I would land in the international terminal, take the little trolley thing across Newark, look at all the stuff, and be like, look, it's New York. I don't give a shit. And then pick up another couple of Earls of sandwich because
that's cool. I just wish there was a White Castle around my area.
Oh God, White Castle. I wish there was a like where I used to live at. There was White Castle all over the place. Then I moved in the middle of fucking nowhere, and there's not a goddamn White Castle around. And everyone's like, "Ooh, White Castle's nasty." I'm like, "Fuck you."
They sell like frozen White Castles. They have like frozen White Castle at the grocery store, but it's
not the same, dude. It's not the same, man.
No, I tried it. It tastes like gas.
Dude, when I go down to St. Louis for the soccer games and stuff, I usually stop because it's like about an hour and 45-minute drive. So like 45 minutes or so into the drive, I get to a town called Wentzville, and then I got about an hour after that. So I usually stop. It's like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and I get myself 6 jalapeno cheeseburgers and a thing of fries and a soda for the hour ride home. Oh yeah,
now you're killing it.
Kendo, if you ever come around
great
in this area,
yeah,
I live near a White Castle.
Sweet.
Oh my God, yeah, and they're open 24, so
you gotta start sending out care packages, man.
It's what we crave.
It's back when I was with my ex, I kid you not. Funniest thing is like after me and my ex, we would fuck and and it would be like sometime after midnight. We would be hungry. The first place we would go to is a White Castle.
So like a date with you and your ex was pretty much we hang out, bang, and then we go get White Castle.
What a story, Mark.
She was cool.
That is awesome.
That's why she was. Hey, some people say you never keep your friends as exes. I'm like, not for nothing, but anyone you can ever go to White Castle with is worth keeping around. Sadly,
does she still throw it to you here and there?
Fortunately, no. We since I can't say we since parted ways, but rather I've kind of moved on and done my own thing, and she's kind of like been
banging a bunch of other dudes. It sucks. I hate it when that happens.
Sucks, man. But hey, it's better that I just move on my own and do my own thing. I got my White Castle nearby. That's all I need.
Until she starts taking her new boyfriend over there.
Yeah, and pissing on your guys' memories.
I'm gonna be like, fuck, there can only be one Mexican here.
Damn.
Quota is filled.
That'll do it. So, I guess the 3 votes to 1 in favor of White Castle being the official fast food restaurant of the Fancaste has passed the resolution.
Well, there you go.
Motion carried.
Get a crave case.
Although I would also be torn on making Chick-fil-A the official fast.
Waffle fries. Oh, waffle fries.
Chick-fil-A can be the official chicken restaurant.
There you go.
Well, I
don't know. Raising Cane's is pretty good too.
Yeah, that's a chicken. That can be the official chicken strip. The official chicken sandwich is Chick-fil-A. The official burger place.
The official square burger is White Castle. Screw Crystal.
No Popeyes?
Popeyes. That's good too.
Ooh, that's the official fried chicken.
Fried chicken. There you go. Whole chicken. I mean, that's whole, right? That's not just strips of chicken. That's Cajun spice. You got to go for the Cajun.
Shout out to our sponsors.
I live near Popeyes too.
Well, I'm kind of between a Popeyes and a White Castle. So 2 miles one way is Popeyes, 2 miles the other way is White Castle.
So in other words, you live in the Goldilocks zone. It's the perfect place to be.
Sure.
Hold on. Let me tell you what I have nearby, like what fast food joints I have nearby. I have McDonald's, Burger King, not that far off from each other, like a couple blocks.
Boom.
Popeyes, KFC. What was the other one that we were talking about? White Castle. Let's see, what else do I have from there? I don't know if Subway counts as fast food. I count it because
yes.
So we got a Subway nearby. If you want to go a step further, Dunkin' Donuts. I have that nearby. So I have a good.
So there's a lot of pot being smoked where you live, is what you're saying.
Oh my God! Ever since the cultural diversity and the gentrification here, yeah, pretty much.
The town I live in, I have a choice between Subway, DQ, and Pizza
Don't get me
Hut.
started. If
I want anything else, I have to drive like 20 minutes.
No, but like if I go into the city, I can get DQ, I can get Chick-fil-A, among a few things, and Five Guys. Like, there's just so many options.
You can get Five Guys.
Dustin would be so proud.
Yeah. I mean, Curtis. Cuckin.
Whatever his name is this week.
Yeah. Five Guys. He calls that an afternoon. Anyway, I think we should segue back
to... They held me down, though.
Well, Frank's Reality had 2 points, so I said yes. Do you have any other points?
Wait, going back to what?
Why Sony's trying to kill the MCU?
Oh, shit, that was a long time ago.
Well, that's what the discussion started as.
But at least it was entertaining.
That's right.
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm hungry.
Yeah,
No, that too.
I think I'm just thinking about White Castle now.
I can smell them from here. Those
Yeah,
delicious
but yeah,
onion grilled
guess,
burgers.
I guess they're just gonna keep funking it up because that's what Sony does. They're gonna keep insisting on their stupid ideas. There's talk that they're gonna kill Peter off and push Miles Morales, which nobody wants to see. Friggin', you got the Black Mary Jane. It's just all this shit keeps coming out week after week. It's like, why aren't we even bothering with this anymore?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So anybody else have any other? I mean, you guys all said yes. Well, you had a yes and a maybe. I mean,
my reason why I don't think Sony's trying to kill the MCU. I just think Amy Pascal's fucking stupid.
See, that's why I said maybe, because I refuse to believe she's that smart.
I don't think it's like an intentional planned sabotage thing. I think it's just the people in charge are just so dumb, and
she gives one neat blowjob. She still works there.
Yeah,
true.
Because we talked about before, and I thought she was gone, but no, she isn't.
No, she's still
some kind of influence. Because she's talking about the different things. You know, part of what we joked about the teenage comedy here for the next. You know, I in some ways I want to blame the fans because we had these cookie cutter Marvel movies that were getting boring. We had, now granted, the reimaged Superman as dreary and dark was stupid. That had a bad reaction. We had a bad reaction to Batman versus Superman. I think a lot of that conflict was lost, especially in the theatrical release. And so it's like we have all this doldrum. We need a movie to pick us up, and so we're going to get a comedy movie in disguise of a superhero movie. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a teenage buddy comedy with Spider-Man. That's what it feels like, anyway.
I'm going to go back to the whole Sony leak and the emails where pretty much they decided they wanted to remake Shitbusters. Well, Ghostbusters and as Shitbusters. And the emails where Amy Pascal was pretty much just like, here's what I wanted to do, blah, 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 blah. And she pretty much let Paul Feig decide what he wanted to do. And she was probably just thinking, Ghostbusters, people will pay to see that. It made a lot of money. It's a popular movie. I think in this case, I'm going to let the people do whatever they want because it's Spider-Man and there's enough people that will just go and pay to watch this movie, say how great it is, influence other people to see it, and the mouth breathers will come out in droves.
Pretty much.
No, I think it was more like we're going to put the people in charge who are going to do exactly what we tell them.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah. There was no creative freedom there. Like, this is the script.
Yeah. Because they fucking did everything they could to get rid of Ivan Reitman.
Oh, yeah. Completely forgot that. Yeah. Well,
okay, so it's a combination of the two. They'll do whatever we tell them to do, and there's a name to put on this that no matter how fucking terrible it is, people will still go out and pay shitloads of money to watch it, and we'll make money off of it, except Ghostbusters. That did make money.
Well, they learned there you got to get... What I think they learned from Ghostbusters is you've got to get the right reviewers positive about your movie so that things like Rotten Tomatoes and all that will show a good score, and then people will just fall in line. I mean, even on the reviews that I've watched or listened to who like the Spider-Man movie, then they start going into things that don't work, and it's kind of like Wonder Woman all over again. When you start looking at the things that don't work or they didn't like, it's like, well, wait a minute. You just crapped on 80% of this movie, yet you're saying, woohoo, it's great. How's that possible? You know?
Somebody sent them a check that said, here's how much money we're going to give you. Make sure you tell everybody how great the movie is, no matter what. Even if you disagree with it, you can say you didn't like this, that, or the other, but you have to say it's a good movie.
Yeah, people were saying they really. I mean, I agree from what I've been able to see that Michael Keaton was a great casting as Vulture, and they go on a couple things that they liked. Apparently, Iron Man's not, Morton Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. is not in the movie very often. Much.
Damn, that's a hell of a casting choice.
Right. Right. So,
is he even still alive?
I doubt it. I don't know, but I don't want to look it up. But
I'm looking.
It's like Wonder Woman all over again. They'll say how great the movie was, and then they say the things that they liked were, and none of it's gall. It's the CGI. It's Christopher Pine, and then it's like then they say the things but this didn't work, and they spent too much. This was too slow, and this was that, and this was that, and like when you start counting up the things they don't like, you're at 75% of the movie you didn't like. I guess I look at it the same way as Rogue One. People tell me the last 12 minutes of Rogue One are great. I look at the whole thing as being horrible. I mean, this is part of why I had all those videos about Rogue One being so horrible. But now that was a great comedy. It was one of the funniest movies I've watched in years. But unintentionally so. I guess I can't understand how you can say something's a great movie and then you, on the other hand, say, but I didn't like 75% of it.
Well, I mean, I say the same thing about certain movies. Be like, well, it was a great movie. That chick was awesome, and she took it really well. But I didn't like the 11 minutes of the guy grunting. I did not need to see the camera view underneath his balls.
Well, listen, man, they just paid me, okay? It's not like I had a choice in the matter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of agree there. I don't think it's intentional, but there's also been rumors and things where Sony's saying they're pulling Spider-Man back after Infinity War. I think part of it we'll see. This one looks like it's going to do well. It's probably going to quickly pass Wonder Woman and grow sales. There's a lot of buzz, but that second one I think is really going to falter. And if they're really going to do sophomore year, junior, senior, or whatever this other nonsense, I know Jeff ranted about it before. Whereas I think he said like 12% of the time in the comics he's actually in as a teenager.
Yep.
So you're going to have this 28-year-old playing a senior, which I understand. Tobey Maguire was 27, apparently. 26, 27 in that Spider-Man movie. But it's only the first half of the movie he's in high school, and then he's out as a young adult.
Not even the first half. It's like the first 20 minutes.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
They get him out of high school pretty quickly, but they set up that the dynamic between him and Mary Jane. And kind of feeling his own. But now to have 3 movies in a row where, the trilogy, if you will, of this next set, he's always in high school. It's like, I guess part of my first reaction to, one of my reactions to the various reviews is like, okay, this is the live action Saturday morning cartoon version of Spider-Man.
No, even that was better.
It might be. But it's because it's like everything is, something for the kids and the teenagers, and they don't have this. And I'm thinking, really? The teenagers are seeing... I don't know. That's why I said in part why I was talking about the blaming the fans. Because one of the things that people still talk about is the Deadpool movie. They don't really talk about the Marvel movies a whole lot, not the more recent ones. So now you have the PG-13 teenage version of Deadpool is what it's starting to feel like.
God, no.
Well, in that it's funny. It's got to be funny first. It's not a...
I mean, God, no. Like, oh my God, no. Like, yeah. I hope to God that's not the case. I will, see, I kind of want to, but my problem with the whole Spider-Man movie is, I feel at this point, I feel like maybe the fatigue is starting to settle in for me now. Possibly because between the 2 movies, Guardians and Logan really set a really high bar of not just a good comic book movie per se, but a good movie that stands on its own. If you wouldn't even if you take the elements out of the whole X-Men universe, Xavier and everything, you didn't even know about that. On its own, it really feels like its own solid movie. It was really this, and it really set a high bar for me. It told this great story. I went in with it just with lower expectations and came out enjoying that movie so much that
same here.
That the only reason I haven't, again, the only reason and in all seriousness now, the only reason why I haven't bought a DVD or even that black and white version that got advertised, which I think I probably may no longer find at this point, is only because of budget. If I had an unlimited budget or a better paycheck every week, I'd be buying a lot of DVDs of movies that I thoroughly enjoy and like. And unfortunately, it's one of those that is on my to-do list. and it was like it, and then Guardians was like a second, like almost as good, but not there. It's maybe where it's Logan. I would say I put it at the top. Guardians was like a second best, and it's like then Wonder Woman came out, and again I said this before. Wonder Woman should have been this big, spectacular event. You know, she should have been this larger-than-life thing nonsense, and it wasn't even treated like that. It was just an agenda nonsense for some people. For other people, it was like, oh, it's a comic book movie about Wonder Woman. I'm gonna go watch it. Like, there was no, hey, this is the biggest thing that's ever happening. Let's go watch it. No, it was a big deal. It should have been a big deal, and it wasn't. And now we're coming to Spider-Man, which is essentially the fourth. Is it like the fourth comic book movie this year?
This year?
Yeah, this year, right?
Third. What would I know? We had Guardians of the Galaxy, Wonder Woman. I don't know if I thought it was
Logan.
Logan. Okay, yeah.
It would be the fourth, right?
So X-Men, end of Logan, yeah.
Yeah, so end of Logan. But again, it even ended on a great note. The way I loved, I said, I cannot stop praising Logan as a movie, and just how it hit so many different levels, like. And it's like Spider-Man, like you said, like we're getting like everybody, you know, it was like all these dark, gritty, like very serious tones, and now we're getting to like Spider-Man. Let's make Peter Parker so like carefree and very, you know, like high school, like whatever. I don't know. High school to me was a shit show, man. Like it wasn't that great. People always keep acting like high school was so great, but yeah, it was great. But then when you look back on it, most people are always like, God damn, I did a lot of stupid shit back then. And you're kind of embarrassed to talk about it sometimes.
I didn't do enough stupid shit in high school.
Well, I've had my fair share of stupid shit and fair share of high moments, so I'll keep it at that. But it's like the real reason why they made this whole like him, Peter Parker, in high school thing is really because you want to get that teenage audience, because you know they're the audience that is gonna look at any of these movies and say, "Oh, this is great shit," because you know you just have actions, explosions, and blah blah blah. It's like when you put a kid in front of a TV, the cartoon can be absolute garbage, but they see bright colors and everything like that. As long as nothing's scary to them, they'll think it's great. And then, you know, like many years later, they're gonna be like, God, what the hell was I watching? You know, exactly. It's like, so it's this whole notion like, oh, well, they're thinking about just making money quick. So, you know, because I'm pretty sure that the advertising and everything for the movie, the budget's got to be huge. I'm not sure what it is. We look it up. But, you know, they got to make that money back quick. That's all they care about, Sony. Now, you can also bring the agenda aspect a little bit, because we know Pascal always has an agenda, and, you know, she's got to have her hands on this somehow. But I just cannot buy that she is that smart. She strikes me more as a Dixie Carter of Sony. Like, Dixie Carter was everything that was wrong with TNA Wrestling. I know, you know, for you guys who don't watch wrestling or are familiar with Dixie Carter. But Kendall knows who I might be referring to here. And just how awful she was managing that company.
Yeah, Dixie. Let's just say TNA could have been pretty viable and good if it wasn't for Dixie.
I thought she was an actress. Wasn't she on some Designing Woman or something like that?
Well, she's very rich. Like, her dad, I think, owns...
Oh, okay. Different Dixie Carter, sorry.
Yeah. Like, I think her... like owns or operates Panda Express or some shit like that.
Yeah, you need to get your Dixies straight.
Yeah, she actually looks like she might be cute.
Oh yeah, Dixie didn't used to look too bad back in the old days. She's aged and she's aged okay, but back when she first took Carter.
Carter?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Men age okay. Women just get old.
I don't know.
I'm be fine with
Loren still looks good.
So. Sophie.
Okay, you know what? I have to eat those words because Lucy Lawless was looking damn good in Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Yes. There you go.
There you go.
Really? I gotta look this up now.
Dude, you've got to watch that show. It was great.
Oh, that show is great. That chick that he like runs around with. Oh God, so would go for that.
Lucy Lawless. You said Ash vs. Evil Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Like she goes full topless on that.
Oh, definitely got to see this now.
It's all good, man.
Ashford, yeah. Lucy does, or the other chick?
Lucy.
The other chick, unfortunately, does not go topless.
Well, she did that in Rome. Not Rome. God, what was that Gladiator show she was on?
Xena?
Oh.
Yeah, Xena Warrior Princess.
Was that Alexander she was on?
No, it was
Spartacus.
Spartacus, yeah.
Spartacus.
300.
God, she still looks good though. Damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She was looking dead good.
Yeah.
I still remember my days as a kid fantasizing about Lucy Lawless. I didn't care if she was a fucking lesbian in that show.
Honestly, when I was a kid watching that show, I thought Gabrielle was a cute one.
Oh no, she was too. I'm just saying, Lucy Lawless. I was like always watching that show. I'm like, I don't know why. I was a kid becoming a teenager. I'm like, I don't know why, but I cannot stop staring at this woman. Hercules I watched because he was the man, but Xena is like, I gotta keep watching this woman. I don't know why.
Yeah, when Gabrielle she got her stomach tightened up, she really looked good too.
Yeah.
Oh no, she did. Yeah, I know she was in some other shit too, but I mostly remember her from that show.
Renee O'Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, damn, that brings back memories. All right, let me get back to the.
You keep going off all these tangents.
Yeah, listeners, we're just looking up people as we took a slight pause in the action while we started doing too many image searches.
Because tits,
Yep.
Yeah, well, hey.
There's no excuses needed.
Hashtag jiggity woohoo.
Yeah. Hashtag. Well, there we go. Let's take a moment to remind our listeners that on the what did you call it, Kendo? The not the regular show, the
flagship.
The flagship show. If you want to support them, click on their Patreon link or buy a what?
Goddamn t-shirt.
Oh, all right. Links will be in the description below, and don't forget the hyphen.
It's incarnate-studios.com. Don't forget the fucking hyphen. Be like me. Own world-class bullshitters t-shirts.
Yeah. .com.
.com. I got more beers to do beer reviews. I need to pull some of those t-shirts back out and start.
.com.
Yeah. My wife's been wearing my t-shirts, but I don't think she'll wear those. She's not going to wear the Brains t-shirt. I need to get the Useless Chick one too.
I need to get that suicide. Once I get that unlimited budget, I'm definitely getting Suicide King or whatever it was called.
Oh, Bud Dwyer, Suicide King.
Yeah.
I've
By
seen
the way,
that
I
video.
saw that a long time ago.
So did I.
And I don't know why I was fascinated to look up that video. I saw it and I was like, God damn, that was awful.
Yeah.
And then I played it a second time and I was like, something's wrong with me. Why the fuck am I watching this?
I did not bat an eye. I was just like, damn, dude just fucking blew his head off on TV. What are you going to do?
Straight casual about it, too.
Yeah, and you know, the real kick in the dick for him is the reason why he did it is because he was under investigation or did something and then other. And it turned out he was innocent the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
After he was actually cleared of any wrongdoing, and he was actually right and on the right side of things. But oh well, now he'll be remembered for other things.
He got pushed he got pushed into a corner, and that was basically the only means he took to save himself, essentially.
Well, usually when you get pushed into a corner, you turn the gun on others, then yourself.
But remember, it's like he said, he didn't really, well, to an extent, like he said, he didn't really want to hurt anybody. I think he just wanted to, I think he got pushed into a corner where it's like he didn't know what to do. And it was I'm pretty sure that idea of maybe he should go after them. But remember, there were people who set him up and framed him. And, he was going to go he was going to go to jail. And, he figured jail was probably a worse sentence for him than actual death. So he probably went with the route that made the most sense to him at the time. And maybe by doing what he did, I don't know. I don't call me conspiracy theorist in this one. I know I say that a lot. Call me a little bit conspiracy theorist, but maybe the reason why he did it is not so much so it would be a end of discussion thing, but rather so that people would be like, what is going on here? Maybe there's something more to this. And I don't know, maybe he did have that thought in his mindset, because if you think about it, he planned it out pretty well. He knew everything. When he left the envelopes, he knew exactly what he was doing at that point. It wasn't like he was just doing it as a spur of the moment type of thing. And even I remember when I watched the video, he said something about stand back to the people, people who wanted to tackle him. He's like, stand back, this thing could hurt someone. And I remember listening to that line, something along those lines, and I'm like, that's kind of strange, because he has the power in that room. When you have the weapon, when you have a gun, doesn't matter how many people are in the room, you essentially have the power over life and death at that point.
That's why I always carry two.
Awesome. But it's kind of weird. It's like, and then like you said, like he was then much later found out that he was cleared of wrongdoing. And it's like, oh shit. Can you imagine the people who said that man needed to be executed? Like all the people who basically bought into it that he was guilty that whole time and deserved what he got. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of those people must be, maybe not a lot, but some are got to be feeling like shit right now. Like, god damn.
This has been the most in-depth review and or whatever the word I'm looking for, look at the Bud Dwyer suicide situation.
All over a t-shirt, so buy it, damn it.
Buy a goddamn t-shirt. Be like me.
Damn, I did my shameless plug for the day. I'm about to just take a moment of silence now and just... Oh, there we go.
We're moving on.
All right.
Just like the world after Bud Dwyer shot himself. Moving on.
I got a little late-breaking news, guys.
Fake news.
Apparently, Samuel L. Jackson is bringing Nick Fury to Captain Marvel.
All right.
Yep, there it is.
Hey, he was on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
At least when I had, I stopped watching after I think season 3 or 4, and I know I think it's still on. I don't know.
I watched the first season. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
God, that's another movie I don't want to watch.
What's a TV show?
Forget about that one.
Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Now, which version of Captain Marvel is this? Is this the female or the male or the...
Female.
This is the... what's her name?
Brie Larson.
The Emma Frost?
Brie Larson. Yeah, Brie Larson.
Okay. Well, wasn't Emma Frost Captain Marvel too? Or
no.
Miss Marvel?
Oh. Yeah, she should have been Miss Marvel, but she's now... They're just calling her Captain Marvel. They're just like skipping that, going straight to Captain Marvel. Because she's a woman, so she has to be the captain.
I am the captain now.
Well,
that ship's about to sink.
You want the captain, make it happen.
So when is that movie supposed to come out?
Tomorrow.
I got the porno earlier, probably.
Oh, geez. Speaking of that, don't ever watch the Wonder Woman porno. It was the most boring, stupid thing ever.
Wait, there's a Wonder Woman porno that's boring. Okay, this I got.
There's definitely more than one. Is this based on the recent Wonder Woman or spoof of the 70s, or what are we talking about?
I don't know what this was supposed to be based on. Like, apparently the plot is somebody, like, hired by Saddam, comes to America to infiltrate the porn industry to learn how to make, like, successful porn. And Wonder Woman shows up in the last 2 minutes. She fights crime by looking at the bad guys, which freezes them in place, and then they fall asleep. And then she fucks, and then the movie's over.
Oh, nice.
This movie is over almost 2 hours long. You only see her have sex once.
Keep this up for that long.
I've already lost interest.
Yeah.
Oh, it was horrible.
So there was a Miss Marvel and I thought DC had a Captain Marvel as well, or a...
They do.
Mr. Marvel.
Yeah, different Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, he's also known as Shazam or something, isn't he?
Yeah, they changed it to Shazam.
Okay, because they had a Shazam TV show back in the 70s. I remember that.
Which was cool.
And that's what he looked like, with the red with the lightning bolt.
Yep. He's like the magic Superman.
Shazam! Well, last week, Frank's Reality, you had talked about the Wonder Woman movie. Reality's Frank, sorry. And
stupid.
Bite me. And
it's my reality, damn it.
Yeah. No, how Linda Carter wasn't in it. And what's interesting is I've been working my way through all the DC TV shows that I'm a bit behind and I've been kind of binge watching. And Supergirl, I kind of semi had interest in, but she was part of the Invasion stuff. And so I watched all the rest of them. I got the Supergirl, and apparently that's where they send all the crappy writers. It's hilarious, the difference in quality. But Linda Carter showed up in that movie and that TV show as the president, and Supergirl catches on fire on one of the attacks. There's an alien trying to kill the president, and she spins around to put the fire out. That was funny. But her voice is kind of freaky. I don't know if it's because she's old or had bad mixing. I don't know. But yeah, she was... I guess she'll come back for in other episodes. I haven't looked ahead to see, but yeah. So there, she gets some attention, and yet in the DC movie, she doesn't even show up for a cameo. So,
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. And that was part of what he was reading about. Yeah. I guess her quote. It's hard to take which way. I'd like to see a video of it to see her facial expression, because it is kind of a middle of the road. Like this movie's, I will announce, I did look it up today. Read past the headlines. Overall, it's now up to third in the DCU. It did pass Man of Steel.
Oh boy.
So, but domestically, it's done more. But if you put that in constant 2017 dollars, it's back to like sixth or something like that. So, that's the thing with movies is it costs more for tickets. Fewer people go to see them, but they bring in more money because of inflation.
Yeah.
So, it's one of these things. If you took a modern day ticket price and go look at like Gone with the Wind or something, it's probably $1 bajillion.
Gone with the Wind is still the number one.
Yeah.
Gone with the Wind is still the number one grossing movie of all time when adjusted for inflation.
Yeah, it's not even. It's like insane too. It's like everybody in the country saw that movie 12 times or something. I mean, it's.
It was 1939. There wasn't a whole lot else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's but you had the threat of war. Europe was already at war. We still were dealing with the Depression, and so anyway. All right. Well, so do we want to beat any more on what we think? Whether or not Sony's trying to kill the DCU, or I just think they're just kind of peeing on the charcoal at this point. But but that's all wrapping up supposedly in the next couple of years, and then if they're really going to do a Spider-Man trilogy with him being in high school, that's going to carry on past the MCU. Hopefully, they take the MCU and just kind of phase it out, and then maybe do some other one-offs and things. I think that's the time to do your Aquaman, not your Aquaman, that's DC. But that's time to do some of like Ant-Man 2 or any of that stuff. Is kind of when that whole Infinity War stream is phased out. But
so right now we're in Phase 3, I think.
Well,
right.
Or is it like because Phase 4 is the part that it's like, oh, this is popular, we need to continue it.
So then after Phase 4 it'll be Phase out.
Right.
I'm already phased out.
Hopefully Phase 4 will be phased out.
I gave up a long time ago.
So I still haven't seen Doctor Strange.
I still haven't watched Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Well, my wife saw that a few weeks ago and actually liked it, so I need to check it out. And she's not a comic book fan.
It's on Netflix. I was planning on watching this weekend along with Doctor Strange Love again.
Yeah, there you go. So
yeah, I'd rather watch Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Doctor Strange Love because that movie never gets old.
And also because apparently I look like Peter Sellers. I've been told this many times.
That's not bad.
You do in the way he looks in that. I would say because
I also look like Les Claypool.
Nein, mein Führer. I can walk.
I gotta watch this movie. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know why.
What?
Oh man, are you kidding?
You suck at life.
Dude, seriously? This movie has James Earl Jones and Casey Kasem.
Jesus Christ. I might call ICE on you just because of that.
Good luck trying to catch me.
I will turn over my computer and be like, here, use whatever you got to do to backtrack him through Skype and hunt this bastard down. I don't want him living in my country if he's never seen Doctor Strangelove.
Yeah, we'll give him the maps to your spider hole.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
And I'll fucking get I got my papers right here. I'm good.
A long fucking bus ride back, buddy.
Yeah, rolling papers don't count.
No one cares that you read the New York Times.
Wait. I have just a paper for this. Just chuck the New York Times into the fire pit, and here's the New York Post. See, I'm an American now.
There you go.
Fire pit? Where do you live?
Outside, apparently.
Under a bridge now.
Under the bridge at the Liquid Metal Pro. That's it.
Hey, at least I'm not some fat fucking van under a bridge. Now, if you guys seen that video, you might get a good laugh out of that.
Are you talking about Chris Farley living in a van down by the river? R.I.P.
No, not that one. But yeah, R.I.P. Chris Farley. I missed that. He made some of the best.
That fat motherfucker was funny.
I know. I miss him. And fuck that fat bitch that is trying to be him.
Melissa McCarthy?
Yeah, that fat bitch.
Yeah, fuck her.
Chris Farley was okay, but John Belushi was better.
Yes, there's no disagreement here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They both had the same problem. You know, if it wasn't for highballs, they might still be alive.
Speedball. The highball's a drink.
Oh. Well, they were mixing. They were mixing Coke and something else. I thought that was
heroin. It's called a speedball. It's a terrible idea.
Speedball.
Chris Farley was a fat fuck. You know he was gonna die at some point.
Yeah. Well, I still miss John Candy. You know, he died of shellfish.
Yes.
I think he died because of that movie he was making, Wagons East.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just ballooned in weight and then he just collapsed.
No, he was allergic to shellfish.
He saw the final cut for that movie and was like, "Oh God."
Yeah.
He's like, "What's his name?" It was like, what was that other guy? Raul Julia? What was his name? Damn. Are you
talking about Richard Lewis?
No, the guy who died from Street Fighter.
Raul Julia.
Yeah.
Thank you. I always get that name wrong. Like, goddamn. Like, a lot of these actors. Are their movies so bad that it actually kills somebody?
It's possible.
Yeah, it may be.
Vic Morrow's movie was so bad it killed him. No, nobody knows what I'm talking about here.
No. But that theory doesn't hold up because Michael Cera lived for a long time.
That's true. No, I was talking about Vic Morrow. He was doing the Twilight Zone movie and like the helicopter thing.
Oh, yes. Oh, that guy.
I saw that clip too.
And because that movie wasn't that good either.
That was mediocre. Yeah.
I forgot about that movie even existing. You're definitely right about that.
Jennifer Jason Leigh is his daughter. Wow.
Yeah.
It decapitated him. It decapitated a boy, and I think it crushed a little girl. So yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I just saw that scene
fucking
too.
Triple kill plus 100 points.
Triple kill. Yeah.
Headshot plus 100. Headshot plus 100. Double kill. Triple kill.
Damn. Quake.
Somebody's playing too much Quake.
Exactly.
Well, hey, I've said but those characters those sounds have shown up in other video games, especially in mods by people. I know Enemy Territory. I used to play that a lot. There were certain servers that had that. You know, wasted.
God, I wouldn't mind if they did some ports for like Quake, like into a modern like with modernized controls. Like you can keep the old graphics. I don't care. Just make it solid. Get new like port it to like PC and modern controls or something like that. I would play the hell out of it.
Yeah, you still use keyboard on PC?
I suck at it, so I'm not gonna lie. I suck on keyboard, so I just grab the controller.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to suck on the keyboard. You're supposed to clickety clack with it.
Maybe that's what you're doing wrong.
Yeah, it's not meant for your mouth, there, bud.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to piss on it?
Sure.
All right, finally I get to emulate my hero R. Kelly.
Liquid Metal Pro is trapped in the closet. He's putting his keyboard in his mouth.
Do you know that thing
pull out my gun?
You know that whole thing is like almost 3 hours long.
Yeah, I know because I didn't know it existed until the South Park came out making fun of it.
Yeah.
And then my friend's like, dude, you don't get the, because I got why they were making fun. I got the Tom Cruise trapped in the closet. I got John Travolta trapped in the closet. I got the Scientology making fun of, but I didn't get the R. Kelly thing. I didn't understand why he kept singing a song about trapped in the closet and pull out my gun. I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all. And then so he's like, dude, it's because he made this like, it's not even an anthology. It's like a music video / like movie.
It's like a rap opera.
Yeah. And essentially it's about a guy banging some chick. Her husband or boyfriend comes home and he's like hiding in a closet for like 6 hours.
Yeah, in real time.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Unfortunately, I have seen this thing. The whole thing. I
made it through about 8 minutes before I tapped out. I wanted to stick with it because I wanted to see what was going to happen, but he just never left the fucking closet.
No,
he just standing there holding his peace, like looking through the little slats in the closet, like watching the chick and the guy yelling at each other, and I don't fucking know.
Lungs.
No more time should be devoted on this podcast to R. Kelly.
Oh,
Tonight.
I regret
So,
it.
Kendo has put his foot down.
Yeah.
All right.
Just decide.
Oh,
Are you
I'm
guys
gonna
warmed up
I'll warm
enough
up.
for the main event?
Well, I was going to run through episode 78 a little bit more. They're on
ahead.
iTunes. They're on iTunes and Stitcher Radio now. Good for them.
Yeah, I finally found
they-
them on iTunes. It took me some doing because I hate iTunes.
They discussed the idea of choose your own adventure films and whether that would be a good idea. I have my own opinions on it. It has a lot to do with me personally being able to choose what I would do in said movies and films. And let's just say it would go from being family friendly to horrible and despicable and X-rated in about 6 seconds. Kurt Russell seeing aliens and saving the world, good for him. Just proves that he is awesome.
Yeah.
Aliens, do they really exist? Probably. Han Solo drama.
Well,
You don't have to
Netflix
run through
original-
all the topics. Can we talk about any of them, or are you just going to run through them all?
Well, I don't know. Do you want to talk about them? Sound like you were all fucking sexed up and raring to go for the main event.
I'm just asking. So
You're all sitting there in the back. You got your gloves all whatever. You've been fluffed and you're ready to roll.
I'm just going to referee the main event.
please, I don't want to laugh anymore. It hurts.
Okay, we could talk about choose your own adventure films. You guys, what do you think? I've never watched one. I read the choose your own adventure books, and I'd always put my thumb on the page, read what I decided to do, and if I didn't like it,
Everybody
I'd go
did
back and
that.
do the
Oh,
other one.
yeah. I had like, oh, crap, I die. Okay, I'll go back.
I don't want to fall down the cellar and be locked in. Fuck that. I'm going back.
Yeah, I hated those books.
It reminds me of those. I remember reading a Goosebumps series like that once when I was a teenager.
I used to read the shit out of Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they had like a Choose Your Own Adventure series at one point.
No, I didn't read those.
As
Really?
far as, yeah. But as far as a movie, I like Jeff's idea if you could yell at the screen and it would respond
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
or vote or something. I think it would be too limiting. There's too many combinations if they were to do it right.
Well, they should just give you options. Like, it should be like, you got the little fucking DVD remote, and like the first option comes up, walk through this door, or don't walk through this door, go someplace else, and you can pick which one, or go
End of
through
the
the
movie.
bedroom and take her clothes off. Yes, or don't take her clothes off and leave the house. Okay, take her clothes off. I'm going for that one.
I think there was something like that on YouTube once where you had like little 2.5 minute things and then you could like select one of 3 different possibilities to continue.
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah,
of that,
I
hold
was
on.
trying to make one.
I remember that being a thing in a movie. Well, not necessarily in a movie like in a theater, but I remember they did that one time on I forgot which movie they did, which franchise they did something like that where you choose your adventure and it quote unquote changes the outcome of the certain outcomes in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, the
Hold
Clue
on.
movie had 3 different endings. And I think when they released it on something, you could choose which ending you wanted, but not in the theater. Well, what's a better idea, that or Smell-O-Vision? You guys...
You've encountered a homeless person. Do you A, give him money, B, beat him to death and hide him in a dumpster? I'm choosing B.
C, ignore
Fuck.
him and walk on. Yeah.
No, fuck that. B, whoop his ass just like an American Psycho and kill him and then throw him in a dumpster. He didn't do that in the movie, but that was a good movie. Book was better. Anyway, Smell-O-Vision, there's so many things that could go wrong with that.
Well, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Smell-O-Vision is? I think that's what it was called.
I don't know.
Well,
that was like just a lame joke from the 80s. Like, in the future, we're going to have Smell-O-Vision.
well, no, there
It
was
was
the guy who did. Oh, shoot, what was the early Johnny Depp movie?
Platoon.
Crybaby or something like that. The guy who did that one, he did one back in the 70s. He had a thing where you had a card and the number would come up and you were supposed to scratch that number and smell it.
Oh, right.
So I don't remember what he called it, but if it was Smell-O-Vision or that was something else. I don't see this working very well as an idea.
It would be a
Unless-
clusterfuck.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the whole Han Solo crap. I don't think we talked about it. The guy getting maybe do it. Did we talk about the guy getting acting lessons and all that other nonsense? It's like
Yep.
I don't know if we talked about it, but apparently he's supposed to get acting lessons because he's fucking terrible and stupid and, fuck him.
well, then
The
there
movie's
was
going to suck. We don't want the movie. Fuck it.
Yeah.
then there was a link. I forget who posted it on the Facebook page about Jabba the Hutt's going to be in it.
Yeah, that was me because
Yeah.
the news about that came out a while ago. And anybody that figures there's a young Han Solo, because, Jabba the Hutt's kind of a predominant character in the timeline of Han Solo. And then I was watching TV like 2 days ago, and it was like I posted on there because it was kind of funny to me that the sci-fi rumor of the day on Sci-Fi Channel was that Jabba the Hutt is a predominant role in the Han Solo. So that's why I posted on there. I was like, yeah, no shit. Way to go. That's the rumor of the day, even though that news came out like a week and a half ago.
Yeah. He wasn't in granted, I know they took the EU and flushed it down the toilet, but in the Han Solo trilogy, Jabba the Hutt is near the end. I think they mentioned, hey, Jabba has a job to do, but
have Han Solo murdered.
No, because he was smuggling drugs for him and was going to get boarded by the
allegedly.
I know, Spice. It's called Spice. It's the sci-fi universe. It's called Spice.
You want to buy some death sticks?
Yeah.
So I finally found it.
Jump in, motherfucker! We're going to the Kessel Run to get some spice.
You just found what?
Punch it, Chewie.
Dude, that's how he made the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. He fucking got jacked up on some spice. He's like sitting there like at the council. Dude, you know what? I'd watch that movie if it was like Tony Montana meets fucking Han Solo, and he's like sitting there like he's like, Chewie, you ready to flake off? All of a sudden they're like fucking snorting lines of K off of the thing, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah, like he says, like, punch it, Chewie. Woo! Motherfucker, let's go!
Oh my God.
This needs to turn into Fear and Loathing in Mos Eisley.
Yeah.
Fear and Loathing in Mos Eisley.
Yeah. Fear and Loathing in a galaxy far, far away.
Okay. So that, remember when we were talking just a moment ago about the whole choose your own adventure thing and how it wasn't done in movie, like in the theater, but it was done on DVD?
Yes, sir.
So I did finally find which movie I was referring to. It was actually Final Destination 3. They did this feature where you choose the character's fates. And apparently you can actually alter the movie as you go along at certain points. Like, it actually gives you options. Like, do you choose A, you choose B? And certain options could alternate, like, for example, with how a character dies or whether they survive in the movie. And remember, this is Final Destination, so everybody dies.
True.
So that was the gimmick.
Except Ali Larder.
Oh, yes.
Well, yeah.
We should just make a movie like that. It's like choose your own adventure, and like every time they choose wrong, they die. Just goes, it's like, boo, like in the arcade, and it's like, movie over, bitch.
So yeah, basically they have stuff like that in this. It took me a while. I knew there was a movie like that, and I found, and apparently, yeah, there are scenes like, for example, where you can end the movie early. You get alternate endings throughout midway through the movie and stuff like that. I haven't actually seen it myself, but I remember at one point I was considering buying it because I had watched the movie. I thought it was crap, but I was like, oh, this seems interesting. I would want to try it out. And yeah, apparently it's a feature in the DVD. Like, you watch the movie, but you get to choose the adventure as you go along. So it's been, I won't say it's been done in theaters, but it's been done per se. I don't know if it actually improved their sales.
We should totally do it.
But hey,
we'll make it like a horror movie. They choose their own adventure, and if they get it wrong, it just pops up and says, movie over, try again. And they have to buy another ticket to try again. And we'll make it to wherever there's like 100 outcomes that have to be like chosen right in a row in order to make it work. God, and they have like six choices each. We will grift these bastards.
It's going to be like that Waterworld arcade game from The Simpsons. Like, you put in 40 quarters, you take 2 steps, you got to put in 40 more to continue.
Yes.
That's worse than what was the name of that Laserdisc movie? Shoot.
Laserdiscs? They were a bad idea.
Yeah. But there was an arcade game that was almost that bad back in the early 80s.
Oh, that was a Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's Lair, yeah. Because, I mean, you had about half a second to react, and then you died. And each scene loaded so slowly because it was trying to find it on the Laserdisc. And, yeah, that didn't... when they ported it later to actual computer game, it did a lot better.
Yep, now you can just buy the DVD and just watch the thing like a short movie.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's actually an interesting video on that. It was kind of a twist on Anita Sarkeesian's thing about the damsel in distress trope, and this was the disposable dude. The whole play. Well, let's take it from the other side, and this guy's dying and dying and dying and dying. He finally gets to rescues the princess and he gets, a hug, or like Mario in one of the Mario games, he gets a kiss on the nose, and then they go bake a cake. It's like he does all this stuff, dies continuously, and gets nothing, really.
Yeah.
No, in the Mario games, you would die continuously, beat Bowser, and it'd be like, that little fucking toad guy is like, oh, sorry, our princess, another castle. Keep going, asshole. It's like, thanks.
Yeah, well, they talk about Zelda and everything else.
Use the warp zone.
Yeah, you could do that, too.
Zelda's gotta be like the biggest it's gotta be like the ultimate like cocksies for like Link, because that dude I'm pretty sure has been always saving her. How many generations now?
Oh, that poor guy has like legendary blue balls.
Yeah.
That's the real Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, the legend. The chance you might actually get to do her, but you never do.
Of course not. You always get shot down. Like, it's never even a question. It's like, thanks for saving me. Everything's back to normal. Goodbye.
Yep.
I think
Highway to the friend zone. That should be the song. They should just have that. Just get Kenny Loggins and throw his ass back in the studio and have him play and like redo it, like the whole thing, like Zelda theme. It's Highway to the Friend Zone, and that's just the background music for the entire next Zelda game.
Until you can't, and you can't lower the volume of the song, so you just eventually just give up in disgust.
And I love it. It's like the developers are like deliberately teasing Link. Like, you remember in Ocarina when like every female character in the game was hitting on him constantly?
Yes.
And then at the end, he saves the princess, and it's like, okay, now you're a kid again. Have fun.
Yeah, female characters are always hitting on Link. You go anywhere, and they're always like, oh, aren't you just an adorable guy? Aren't you just so handsome and strong? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, at what point does Link just say, you know what, fuck that. I'm not going to go whoop the dongo's ass tonight. I'm going to stay here in this milk bar, pick up this chick, and I'll fucking deal with that cave-dwelling asshole tomorrow.
You know what, guys? I'll be in Gerudo Valley. I'll see you next week.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't even fucking leave that place because those chicks are always firing on Link because it's, they have no dudes around.
Yep.
And the one dude they have turned out to be that bastard Ganondorf.
Last twist. It turns out Link's Ganondorf's dad from an alternate timeline.
There you go. What a twist.
And you know what? It would actually explain a lot. It would actually explain a lot. No, Link, I didn't do this because I want to capture Hyrule and rule it. I did this because you were a terrible father and you were never there for me. And this is the only way I could lure you here.
No, no, Link, you are my father.
Like, how would Link even react to that? Like, yeah!
Oh boy!
But on that breakdown video, one of the comments was someone was asking, well, what if they had a video game that kept track of how many times you died, and eventually the hero is like, no, I'm not going in there. Nope, I'm not doing that. Screw it.
I'm fucking done with this. Sorry. This, you might not think it, but this shit hurts.
Yeah, you just hit a button to reincarnate. I have to reconstitute. It hurts everywhere.
I fell off a fucking cliff. That sucked.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, that would be pretty cool. I mean, you already have games that break the fourth wall in some creative ways. Like, why not just do that? Like, just have the guy be like, yo, I fucking died 50 times. I'm not taking another step. That's it. It's over. I'm walking out. Like, you can actually see him, like, grab his pack of stuff and walk off the screen. It's like, I'm done with this shit.
You keep trying to get him to do it, and then the character just turns and looks at the screen, holds up his middle finger, is like, fuck you!
There must be. There has to be some game that does that. There's got to be some PC game somewhere. Someone wrote that in.
I don't know. Anyway,
Spider-Man month.
Kurt Russell. You want to talk about Kurt Russell and aliens or no?
Yeah, keep going, man.
I mean, Kurt Russell's just.
It is the show about the show, so let's go.
It just proves that Kurt Russell is, in fact, one of the greatest human beings to ever grace the planet. He saved us from the Arizona UFOs.
Yep.
Yep.
You know what's funny?
Sure you know what? I would be mildly surprised, like, if it turns out like he actually inspired Men in Black too. While we're at it, like somehow, like he probably told this story to somebody at some point, just amongst friends, and somebody said, you know what, that sounds like a great premise for a movie.
No, you know what would be what a great premise for a movie would be is if you had like a mismatch like Tombstone, like in Aliens, because Tombstone happened in Arizona. These lights that he saw when he was flying or whatever were in Arizona. So you get Kurt Russell dressed up as Wyatt Earp, get Val Kilmer, put him on a treadmill for a few days, get him back in that Doc Holliday costume, and you could have fucking, I don't know if Sam Elliott wanted to do it, but Bill Paxton can't.
No, we already had that. It was Cowboys versus Aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this has got Kurt Russell in it. It's going to be better.
Maybe.
Aliens in New York.
You know what's funny is
you don't want to see the shootout at the OK Corral between like Glurp Glurp and his gang and Wyatt Earp and his posse.
Well, boys, we have a Mexican standoff.
Oh.
In New York City, that's called everyday life.
And they could have had Ernest Borgnine. He was always in those westerns. Hey, it's Snake Plissken. Hey, Snake.
Yeah.
So many missed opportunities.
Oh, well.
You know what's funny? Back when I was in high school back in the 90s, I thought Kurt Russell should have been cast as Wolverine in X-Men movies.
I could see that.
Before he was too old for it.
Dude, I remember being in school and like I'd seen like Tombstone and all these Kurt Russell movies like, Big Trouble in Little China and all that stuff. And then one day the teacher wasn't going to be there, so we watched the Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, which featured a very
oh my goodness.
That
was like fucking mind blowing. I'm used to seeing badass Kurt Russell fucking shooting shit and being cool, and then I see like him as like this gangly young 20-something fucking Disney cart character guy getting electrocuted and becoming like a supercomputer. I was like, wow.
He was doing Disney movies when he was a kid.
I never saw any of those.
Shit. What did he do when he was a kid?
Rescuers Down Under.
No, he did some live action movies.
Sing it, Song of the South. Song of the South.
That's not a live action movie.
Yes, it was.
Song of the South. Well, it was a combination.
Live action part, but that was not Kurt Russell.
The Bluebird.
It's also got the distinction of being one of those movies that's like perma banned.
Yeah.
I had that movie, but that wasn't Kurt Russell.
So
I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
I know. I just wanted to talk about
how far
songs.
back he was. He did a few things here and there, TV shows. You talking about a movie he was in?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was some Disney movie, live action Disney movie, and there's little Kurt Russell.
Lion King.
No.
That fucked up Friday movie thing.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna look it up because.
Yeah, I'm looking. He was in a lot of TV shows. Follow Me, Boys. I don't know which one of these are.
Well, here's the Computer Wore Tennis Shoes. That was 1969, and he was in 1969 17.
Right. So that's what I was looking things before then when he was a kid. So Guns in the Heather.
He was on The Man from U.N.C.L.E. and with Robert Vaughn, R.I.P. in 1964.
The Virginian, Gilligan's Island. So that's what a lot of them are TV shows. Well, anyway, we're taking another pause, so we're gonna get back to it.
All right. So let's see, Netflix originals. They were talking about how Netflix could get bought by Disney and how Netflix originals, they spend way too much fucking money on them. And if they watch any, I have not watched any Netflix original series.
Well, wasn't some of that Marvel stuff? I guess that was made for Netflix, or was it considered Netflix? Like not Paula Jones, Jessica Jones.
Paula Jones. Paula Jones in Agents of Bill Clinton.
Wow.
We should have ended this show with that. That was perfect.
We still got to get to the main event.
I know, man.
We'll pull off some good. I'm full of good ones. No, I've not watched any Netflix originals. There's nothing. I think Glow is a Netflix original. That one I might actually watch, but that's because I'm interested in it.
Yeah, I thought Jeff said he wasn't that good, but I don't know.
No, Jeff only has watched part of it, and then apparently Curtis fucking got jacked up on Adderall and watched the entire 10 episodes in one sitting.
That's our Curtis.
He didn't like it. There wasn't enough dicks.
No, he probably was looking at a fucking gay magazine the whole time while he was doing it. So like, he'd be like seeing chicks body slamming each other, look back at a dick. Body slam, dick. Body slam, picture of a dick. I'm sure he's a professional. He knows how to make it happen.
Yeah.
He just has pictures of dicks taped to the TV screen.
Yes, Curtis Lendenfield, professional meat gazer.
Yeah, but that's the only
That
one
should
I've
be a
watched.
T-shirt.
I know there's there's a couple other Marvel ones, and then there's some other Netflix stuff that comes up as suggestions when I'm watching other things, and I'm like, now there was one the other day I started watching, and I don't remember the name of it, but I got 5 minutes in, and I was like, yeah, this sucks. Turned it off.
Like, there really isn't anything I would like. Like the one series that I watched was the first season of Daredevil, and I loved it so much. I was like, it should have just ended there. Like, there shouldn't have been a season 2. Like, it was just.
I watched that so much.
And when season 2 came around, I just wasn't interested because it's one of those things where, like, once you put my expectations so high, anything else I'll see afterwards is just going to be crap by comparison. Not necessarily that it will be, but it just feels that way. And then I've tried watching some of their comedy specials. I can't even sit through some of the Netflix ones. Like I'm like, this is not even good humor. This is just like, well, I'm just gonna say things because they sound offensive or they sound like racy or something like that. Like they sound all risque and people laugh like morons. And I'm like, ugh. God.
I watched the Dana Carvey one and thought it was pretty good.
I haven't seen that one. I know they had this dude on it.
Dana Carvey's actually like an old school comic, so he actually has funny jokes and observations as opposed to shitty ones that I'm not going to talk about because I don't want to mention that bitch's name on the show.
Yeah. He just doesn't make very good movies. I mean, he had a couple good ones, and then it just went downhill.
I don't know. I liked Opportunity Knocks, and
yeah, that was a good one.
I did enjoy The Master of Disguise. I know that was a terrible movie, and most people talk about how horrible it is. I actually did like it.
Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
Yeah. Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Turtle. He thinks your name is Pistachio. Yes, it is. Pistachio Disguisey.
This is what you're doing. This is what I want you to do.
I liked it.
What was the one where he kept forgetting who he was?
Wayne's World.
No.
Why don't I watch that so bad right now?
Blade Runner.
Sky Captain.
Sky Captain and the World is Tomorrow. I actually like that one.
Skyfall. It was that one. I have no idea what movie it was, or you couldn't remember. I've seen it because I can tell you that I have watched the movie, but I cannot tell you what the movie was called.
Ironic.
Turtle.
Clean Slate.
That's it. Dude, he was in Halloween 2.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm looking at his filmography. 1981 Halloween 2, assistant Barry McNichol.
Okay.
He was in This Is Spinal Tap. He was one of the mime waiters. That I did know. Yeah, Tough Guys, movie, An Opportunity Knocks.
He was in that piece of shit Clifford. Oh, no, wait, no, that was Martin Short. Never.
I'll look this up there.
He's apparently was in that Sandy Wexler movie with fucking Adam Sandler, who's not funny anymore.
That's sad, man. The last movie that Adam Sandler made that I actually found enjoyment in was, believe it or not, was Pixels. And I actually thought it wasn't that bad.
What?
I have to go further back for that one because, let me look at Adam Sandler's because right now I'm thinking Waterboy. This is probably the last time I enjoyed an Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, no, those were instant classics. Like, we were watching Billy Madison, Waterboy the other day. And come on, even as much as I may like the movie that I just mentioned, that doesn't compare to those. Those were just classics.
Okay. All right. So I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry 2007. I did like that movie.
Oh, no. See, that was a funny movie.
I did find some humor. I did enjoy that. But other than that, we got to go back to like Big Daddy and the Water Boy.
Well, damn it! What was it when he said to those two girls when they were like trying to talk to him? He's like, I see a lot of girls, but I also see a lot of guys.
Oh yeah, and that one of those chicks played like Charlie Sheen's gonna get married to person on the show, 2.5 Men. She had big honkers. We can include her into our like big breast Hall of Fame.
Name.
I can't. I don't know what her fucking name is. I just know she played Chelsea on. Just type Chelsea 2.5 Men.
Damn it! Hold on.
All right, we'll wait on you.
This is important, guys.
Yes.
We have to take a boob pause.
Yes.
Right, everybody take a knee.
Yeah. She'll be this week's inductee into our beautiful breast Hall of Fame. The first official inductee would have been Kelly Brook. I'll keep a running total of who
Jennifer
it is.
Taylor.
Jennifer Taylor. Yeah, I just sounded too. I'm just
All
looking
right.
at images right now.
Hang on, I gotta write this down. Jennifer Taylor. So that way, when I create the blog or whatever for the official Fancast
Damn.
Hall of Fame, and
Fancast calendar.
okay,
There we go. Find a
Okay.
place that'll print calendars.
And all right, so episode 78. Back to that. The last thing I took from that episode was when Cuckin brought up baby metal and how it's horrible, and I will agree with him. It's a fucking pedophile's wet dream. Girl, like 20-something-year-old girls, probably 17, 18-year-old girls dressed like 5-year-olds dancing around to like metal music and singing all high-pitched and stupid.
That's pretty much everything Japan does.
Dude, this is a place that
has
had
12-year-olds and doing stuff.
they have women's panties used in vending machines for perverted dudes. Okay,
Yes,
As a guy who was, I'm not gonna lie, there's a
Jesus,
part of my life.
come on, I need plausible deniability. Don't say what I think you're about to say.
Well, no, I never went to Japan, nor did I buy anything from a vending machine. But
but
God, this is gonna be hard to admit, man.
Oh God, don't say
Yeah.
don't say it.
Don't worry about it.
So, as a former weeb, I can attest that everything that comes from that country, whether it be just general stuff like family-friendly stuff, to the X-rated stuff, it's fucking weird. There, I said it. I was a weeb.
Yay.
Thank God. I thought he was going to say he's a pedophile.
What?
I was going to be like, God damn, dude, that's not cool.
No.
I don't want to know that.
I always thought he said he'd buy them off eBay.
Yeah, or that. He was either going to say, well, I like it when girls dress like they're 5-year-olds. Or he was going to be like, oh, yeah, I bought some of those used underwear off eBay. I was going to be like, God damn, man.
Oh man. I was going to confess that I was kind of a former weeb. That was about it. I've kind of since given it up because it really is just, come on, man. It's not something that you're proud of. Like I said, it's one of those high school things when you look back on and you're like, God damn, what the fuck was wrong with me?
All right, so we've established that Liquid Metal Pro once had the yellow fever.
Oh no, I never said I had yellow fever. I just said that I was a former weeb. I was banging chicks that were basically still within my own culture, so to speak. Unless one of them was possibly Asian, in which case I couldn't tell. I never stared at their eyes.
And
All
whatever
right, well,
you
at least-
do, don't do an image
Nope.
search for Ladybeard. And that is not an invitation to follow that up.
I'm looking.
If
I'm
it is
looking.
what I think it is,
Lady.
I
All
found
one
the
word.
God.
Oh, one word? One
All
word?
one.
Lady Beard?
Yes.
No,
Lady
don't
Beard.
do it. Do it.
Oh, God. Is an Australian stunt actor and under his bearded cross-dressing persona named Lady Beard is also a professional wrestler and metal vocalist for the band Deadlift Lolita, formerly with the Lady Baby. So is he like a baby metal person?
Yes.
Okay, well, that sucks, but I think it's the first image that popped up is like him wearing like, I don't know, it's just funny. It's like he's in drag as like a little girl, which is creepy and funny all at the same time. Say it one more time so Curtis can look it up.
Ladybeard.
God,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
Yes, you will. Just
There's
think
a-
about those used underwear that you have.
Uh,
All right.
Okay.
Are we ready for the main event? Because we've been at this for a while.
All right.
yes,
Alright.
please. You guys
Let's do
give
it.
me. Oh God, I'm not gonna be able to sleep after that one.
Hang on,
Alright.
I gotta turn the lamp on so I can read my notes.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
All righty. So our main event tonight is it's going off of one of Jeff's. I think it was one of Jeff's one of his videos. I don't think it was everybody or not. But anyway.
That was just Jeff.
It is. I'm just going to say, Venom, fight!
Okay, so here's the fucking problem with creating Venom, the movie, as a one-movie thing. For starters, Sony wants to make it like a fucking comedy. Okay, all right, problem. Here's the problem. There's nothing funny about Venom. I mean, yes, there are times where he does, like, funny things in the comic books. Sort of not intentionally, but it happens. But the problem in general is the whole conceptualized idea of a Venom movie. You can't make a Venom movie as a standalone thing unless the movie's like 8 hours long, because of the extensive backstory that has to be there about the symbiote, because that is Venom. Venom is the symbiote. And there's a lot that goes into how the symbiote got here, where it came from, why it does what it does, and all that other stuff. And you can't just do that in a short film, a 2.5 hour movie. It won't work. It's not going to happen, because not only do you have to do that, you have to have Peter Parker or Spider-Man in it, because that's a big crucial part of the whole Venom backstory. And then you got to have Eddie Brock, because that's a huge part of the backstory. Essentially, you have to make a Venom movie, like Jeff said like a month or so ago, as like a 3-part movie. Movie 1 has to be just backstory, and then number 2 has to be Spider-Man in the suit and getting rid of the symbiote, and then the third part and then the symbiote getting with Eddie Brock, and then the third part being Spider-Man versus Venom. And to try to turn it into a comedy is just the biggest bunch of bullshit, stupid, fucked up, dumb things I've ever heard of in my life. Because, like I said, Venom is not a comedic character. He's not even a main villain. He's just a villain in the pantheon of the Rogues Gallery of Spider-Man. Is he an important villain? Possibly, just because usually he beats the shit out of Spider-Man because Spider-Man doesn't know he's there, because his spider sense doesn't tingle in his groin, and he doesn't know that's fucking Venom's coming, and there's reason for that. I can explain why there's no spider sense for Spider-Man when Venom's coming to bust the fuck out of him. But you can't make a Venom movie and make it a comedy movie. What are they trying? It's almost like they decided, hey, we should just make these movies funny. That way everyone comes and laughs, ha ha ha, has a good time.
Yeah, well,
fuck
it's not
you,
just
Amy
a comedy.
Pascal.
It's a comedy like Zombieland is part of what Jeff was talking about in that video.
Well, yeah, because the director of Zombieland is going to direct this Venom movie. And here's the problem. Zombieland, you can make a zombie comedy movie. It's very possible to do it in the way it was done in Zombieland, Shaun of the Dead.
Right.
It's possible to make a comedy with zombies as a thing, because it's not that the zombies are the comedy part. It's the way that people are interacting in the world of the zombies and stuff like that. That's the funny part.
Yeah, because it has like serious moments also.
The way I see it is they're going to turn Venom into like a Deadpool type character, because Deadpool, that movie was all about Deadpool being funny and stuff, which I agree. There was some funny stuff, but that's the character of Deadpool, not the character of Venom. Yeah. Eddie Brock's not running around like knocking the shit out of somebody and be like, just hold right there and then smile at the camera and wink and be all funny. It's not how. He's a vicious, bloodthirsty bastard that's only interested in fucking up Spider-Man and other people along the way.
Very much.
So there's no fucking way you can make a comedy Venom movie without it being horrible. They already did enough disservice to the fucking Venom on the screen, because they gave us that bastard Topher Grace and his gangly ass little body, and turned him. And I don't want to get into fucking Brainmuffin type analysis of bodybuilding, the way actors look. I don't have that much of a fucking eye for those things. But
point taken.
The thing is, all right, backstory. Here's how Venom comes to be. Paraphrased. Spider-Man goes. No, does he go? No, he does. Yeah, he does. Anyway, he does go into space. Frank, help me out with this. He goes into space, right?
No,
he doesn't.
In the original comics, yes. He goes to Secret Wars. He gets his costume messed up in battle. Everybody goes into a different room. They find the machine that fixes their costume.
Yes.
He goes in after. He mistakenly finds a different machine that spits out this black blob. He touches it and it turns into a new suit. And that's the symbiote.
That's it, because I have that comic book. It's a very nice story. I couldn't remember for sure, because then they got the fucking Jameson space astronaut. Fuck it. Anyway, so Spider-Man acquires the symbiote. And the race of these symbiotes, their whole deal is find a host, bond with host, consume host, find new host. So it's like Brock Lesnar, eat, sleep, conquer, repeat. It's find new host, drain host, sleep, repeat.
Actually, so anyway, no, not quite. This is slightly off tangent. Apparently, recently, the Agent Venom, Flash Thompson managed to bring the symbiote back to its home planet, where they revealed that particular symbiote was like, it got screwed up somehow.
Yeah, it's like a crazy psycho symbiote. He's not trying to consume. He's just become committed and bonded to Peter Parker.
Wait, I heard about that.
The symbiotes are not supposed to be bad.
No. So anyway, this symbiote,
I remember hearing something about this before, and hold on a second. Keep going. I'm going to research this right now.
Okay, so this symbiote becomes committed to Peter Parker. It mimics him. That's why it has Spider-Man's abilities when it leaves him. And it actually is the reason why he can't sense Venom. His spider sense doesn't work because his spider sense can't detect the symbiote, because the symbiote's technically him too. Something to that effect. I'm not, like I said, I'm going very bare bones with this. So then when Spider-Man decides he doesn't want the symbiote anymore, he does everything he can. Eventually he goes and fucking church bells it, and it fucking, the sound waves freak it out. It gets off him, whatever. It's been a long time since I've read that story. So the symbiote feels rejected and angry, and it wants revenge against Peter Parker Spider-Man. Side step to Eddie Brock, who gets fired because of Peter Parker, loses his job, his wife, all that good stuff, and apparently he has cancer. So as a way of fighting back against it and Peter, he goes and he gets himself jacked. Like, he fucking works out hardcore, gets himself all jacked up, big and fucking brutish. And and then he's at the church praying or whatever it is, and the symbiote finds him, bonds with him, and there's where Venom comes from.
Okay, I found it.
Is that right, Frank? Did I get it right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I say it's been a very long time since I've read those stories, but yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Liquid Metal Pro.
Hold on, I didn't mean to actually cut into this, but
I remember, you did.
Well, see, here's the thing. I knew a while back I was actually watching. Not gonna lie, I still like watching the death battle videos from Screw Attack, even though Screw Attack can go fuck itself for other reasons. Their videos are entertaining, and they did an episode with Venom versus Bane. Like, really, who asked for that fight, right? But anyways, when they were talking about Venom's origin story, and they mentioned the whole original origin story from the comics, like, way back, right? Yeah. They were talking about how it wasn't that long ago that actually the origin story got retconned, and it explains why the symbiote goes from being a very peaceful creature to a very violent creature, so to speak, very aggressive. So I knew I remember this, and I knew at some point I was like, okay, well, why? Why did this have to become a thing? And, you know, whatever, like, put in memory. You guys brought about it right now, and the whole connection with Deadpool. Well, brace yourself for this. So remember the Secret Wars Part 2 that they did a couple months back, like a year or two back, maybe? Anyone?
I don't comics anymore, but yeah.
No,
yeah, okay. So basically they're doing Part 2 of everything. Secret Wars 2, Civil War 2, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But it all starts with the Secret Wars 2 and the nuking of all the universes. So apparently what had happened was that Peter Parker wasn't the first one to get attached to the symbiote. It was actually Deadpool.
What?
Okay, so that's stupid.
So Deadpool and the symbiote bonded, but apparently something happened. It got detached from Deadpool, and when it fused with Peter, it went crazy. So, yeah, that's basically, it's now official canon as of Secret Wars, and I was actually looking for which issue. And apparently I think this is Secret Wars number 8. I actually have to look this online, because I didn't even bother reading that story arc, but I did hear about the new origin, and yeah, that basically is it. So,
well, that's just dumb.
Yeah. So I had a feeling you weren't going to like that.
No, that's just really stupid, because the reason why the symbiote gets angry and turns into a psycho is because it's essentially a jilted lover.
It's a rejected child if you think about it.
Yeah, it was in a codependent relationship with Peter. He sent it packing and it couldn't handle it. So it went and shacked up with somebody that hated him, and now they together are trying to kill him.
So does this mean that now the new Venom has no similarities to Spider-Man at all? Doesn't have any like Spider-Man powers?
I don't know. I don't know that much about it, but I mean, the symbiote has Spider-Man's powers. It got those from Spider-Man. That's why Venom can sling webs and has a spider sense.
But if they've now changed it to where it belonged with Deadpool first,
even Venom's costume mimics like Spider-Man's.
Yeah. What the hell?
Well,
So
Venom's costume is pretty much the black costume Spider-Man wore. It's just on a much larger frame because it's not on the gangly Peter Parker anymore. Now it's on jacked Eddie Brock.
Exactly. So yeah, I didn't mean to bring this up, but
Fuck Topher Grace.
Fuck Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, fuck that movie, dude. I went to the theater and I was so excited for that movie because Venom was going to be in it, and then the whole like arc with Venom, like the whole time I was just like pissed. You guys, my friends that I was there with, I'm just sitting there like, God, this is so fucking stupid. And then he kills him at the end. I'm like, this is so fucking dumb. It was one of the only
movie I regret watching.
It was one of the only times I was vehemently angry leaving the theater. The other time was after The Force Awakens, and then the other time after that was after the Hitchhiker's Guide movie.
Yeah,
Damn.
that pissed me off.
Like, people were, like, clapping. Like, oh, my God, that was such a good movie. And I'm, like, fucking cussing at the screen. I stood up, I was like, this is horse shit. This was stupid. I can't believe I watched this whole fucking movie. This movie sucked. I had to be, like, dragged out by the party I was with because I was that pissed off at the Hitchhiker's movie.
Yeah, that really pissed me off. I'm glad I have the original movies from the 80s.
I do, too.
Good. Yeah, they're
Oh, yeah.
great.
Oh, yeah. It was like a 6-part. I've got those. One of the times when I was in England, I found in a shop, it was kind of like a dollar store, but not because they had like $20 items. It's it's on CD, the entire BBC radio broadcast of the Hitchhiker's.
Nice.
So I got that. I've got multiple copies of the Hitchhiker. I've got like the individual books, and then I've got the one that looks like a Bible, and then I got the other one with the smiley, like green smiley face dust jacket thingy.
Yep, I've got both of those. I have 4 of the original books in first editions.
Nice.
I found those like the dump.
I think I have like one. I think I got the third book because it's first edition. So yeah, and then when the first time I ever went to England, I made it a point to take a pilgrimage and find Douglas Adams' headstone to get a photo.
Nice.
Yeah, I was in high school when he died. My language arts teacher knew I was a huge fan of the Hitchhiker's Guide series. I got her kid to read it, and like she's the one that broke the news to me that he died. Like I'm walking into class, she says, "Hey, I got something to tell you that you're gonna need a moment." I'm like, "Oh fuck, I'm failing college prep English. God damn it, I'm not gonna be able to leave half day anymore." And she's like, "Douglas Adams passed away," and I'm like, "What?" And like I got to you, and I was like pretty aggravated and upset by the news. And so, like, the next day, she, like, let me eulogize him to the class and, like, read excerpts from the Hitchhiker's Guide book. I was stoked. It was my own personal send-off to a hero author of mine.
Yeah, I have a similar... I mean, I was introduced to Douglas Adams when I was in high school, and I was taking sci-fi for easy English credit. I loaded up on English credit because that was easy stuff for me. But that's where I got introduced to the first book, and, like, this is great. And then they put... And I was like, this is even better. So that's how I fell in love with that series. And then when that freaking movie came out, like, what the fuck is this? Why is Zaphod's head on top of the other one?
Yeah, it was stupid.
Marvin a freaking ball?
I know. I was also, like I said, vehemently angry. The Dirk Gently books are good too.
I tried reading that one, I just couldn't get into it.
Well, I liked them.
Yeah.
I read the second one before I read the first one because I didn't know that the first one was the first one. The second one's the second one. I picked up the second one. I was like, Dark Gently's Long Dark Tea Time for the Soul. I'm going to read this.
It's a TV series now.
Is it? Yeah, it is because it's got fucking Frodo in it and some other guy. I got it on my DVR. I just haven't watched it yet. Anyway, since we hijacked the show and
Spider-Man, Mike.
took it from
Get it all out.
Took it from an angry me about the Venom movie and how they're going to fuck it up to waxing philosophical about my life and times as a Douglas Adams fan. Folks, if you're listening at home and you'd like to hear more stories about the life and times of Kendo Slice, go ahead and comment in the section below, and I'll address those at a further time, maybe.
.com.
Means never.
Or I'll be like, that question's stupid. Go fuck yourself. I ain't answering that. Interview's over. Get that fucking camera out of my face.
Thumbs down.
Oh, I was actually did make a note on the top 5 Spidey costumes thing that Jeff put out today. I agree with him on the top 2. They're just in different orders for me. And
Same.
I noticed that anytime a bullshitter's video gets posted, within like an hour, there's usually about somewhere between 50 and 100 views. There's about a dozen comments. There's usually about something like 20 or so thumbs up, and there's always 1 thumbs down. Every bullshitter's video, shortly after it gets posted, always has 1 thumbs down. And by the time like a week or 2 has elapsed and the video's like, lost its, notoriety for the time being, and it's moved on to something that they've moved on to other things, there's always like 1 or 2. Every video's got at least 1 or 2 thumbs downs. Yeah. And I'm like, who is this person? Because it's clearly somebody that's subscribed to the channel that just waits for new content to come up, immediately goes straight to it, dislikes it, and then it's like, why?
Probably Phil.
Could be Phil.
Well,
what happened to Phil?
I think Jeff I think he has his suspicions. I thought he's named a couple of people that he suspects are because of their comments and things are just there to thumb it down.
He has. In the past, I believe he mentioned one, but honestly, I forgot the name.
Yeah.
If it was that Perez guy, it turned out that was like a misunderstanding.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean, we don't always agree on things, or sometimes we don't get things in context. Things like that happen. It's not, nothing to get worked up over, but there are people who, and I'm pretty sure now more so than before, ever since like we started have, why am I saying we? It's not like this channel has that problem.
No,
not yet, but we're going to get there someday.
We're lucky to get any comments.
You know what? Maybe I should say things just to piss off the audience, but the audience is 10 people, so whatever.
Yeah, piss off the 10 people listening that aren't us. They aren't Jeff.
Well, hey, so if you go back and listen to the early WCBS videos, it's like, we got 20 listeners this week.
I know. Because I remember, even when I started listening to it, they're like, I think it was close to, we're up to our 1,000th subscriber.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like, that's when I first started listening to, damn, how long ago has it been now?
Well, we need to all go see the Spider-Man movie, and then next week do how much that movie sucks, and that'll give us about 100 subscribers.
I will see it, but I will make sure to see it for free.
Yeah, I would try to minimize the amount of money I pay for that movie.
Yeah, I mean, I was interested until I found out it's just a teenage comedy, and I'm like, you know what? When I was a teenager, I didn't like teenage comedies.
I will say this about our channel, though, in our videos. Our thumbs up to thumbs down ratio is fantastic. We have nothing. Like last week's 41 views, 5 thumbs up, no thumbs down. I don't think we've gotten a single thumbs down. And we have 2 comments. One's from Reality's Frank, and the other one's from Oggs. Oggs is a good listener. We like Oggs. Oggs, keep listening.
That's about to change.
We should get Oggs on the show sometime.
That might be a tough nut to crack because
he's quite young.
He's like
he's still just a kid. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to say he's just a kid, but yeah.
I'm fairly certain Oggs is still in high school.
All right, we don't want to get him in trouble.
Is he in high school now, or is he still in middle school?
I don't know. All I know is he's not he's a wee young feller.
Yeah.
All right, Oggs,
Oggs, don't drink and drive.
Think calls back.
Yeah, Oggs, if you're gonna drink, that's okay. Just don't drive and do stupid stuff like driving. Chicks, that's different. Or dudes, if that's what you're into. We don't judge here.
Yeah. Well, I do.
I mean, we accept tucking, so we don't judge stuff.
Oh, our Who Will Survive video, 54 views, 10 ups, no downs.
All right.
Nice.
And let me look at the Fancaste episode 2, 50 views, 9 up, no down. And our very first one, 63 views, 10 up, 0 down. Dude, we have never... Yeah, look at that, man. Our likes to dislikes, we've got 10, 9, 10, and when I say 5.
Yeah.
So,
oh my God, this channel gets traction.
Yeah.
34 up votes, 0 down votes. I say that now, and like Nick or Curtis or somebody will probably downvote us just to be an ass about it, which is funny.
Yeah.
Damn you, Curtis.
Yeah, look at this point and go, oh yeah, that's okay, click.
Do that. Oh, yeah? You said I look at a bunch of dicks? Fuck you guys. Here's a downvote.
All right, let me stare at this dick next.
And then he goes and proceeds to look at some dicks.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure, especially after, what was it, like, after Jeff started doing the videos, like, with the Black Panther and the, when him and Nick did the, it comes at night time in you, video.
Comes in you at night.
Now you got these people who are aware of the channel and, you know, are just going to come in droves whenever they do another movie review, just downvote or whatever they have to say.
But at the same time, it also brings subscribers. They've had 3 moments in the show's history where the subscriber numbers have jumped substantially. The Force Awakens, Shitbusters, and over the last couple of months of an accelerated amount of content as opposed to what we were used to. Because it used to be you get the weekly episode, and that was about it. Yeah. And then the Monday morning rant thing, Jeff would put those out, and then there would be like an occasional second video each week. It wasn't until recently, over the last few months, that they've been putting out a couple of videos a week, which is fine. I like it. I'm glad. Anytime there's bullshitters content, I'm a happy subscriber, listener as soon as the thing pops. And their subscriber count has jumped again over the last couple months, like the Captain America video, Black Panther. They had another video not too long ago. I can't think of what it was. I want to say it's Star Wars, but I don't know if it was a Star Wars video. I don't know. They had one a couple months ago, I think, that they put out that garnered. Oh, yeah, it was Jeff, the trailer for episode 8, where he pretty much said, hey, it's Empire Strikes Back all over again. And the fucking Ermagerd Star Wars fanboys fucking came out.
3,494 subscribers.
Nice. Who will be 3,500? Special contest. If you're subscriber number 3,500, you get good content each week. Congratulations.
And a hand job from Dion.
And a hand job for Dion. And Dustin, Curtis, whatever, might want to look at your dick if you have one.
Might.
And you could probably stare at his balls after. Apparently they're huge.
Yeah, that was one of the other topics from last week.
Yeah, I know. That's the one.
He showed it. He said he showed it to he said a teenager or his nephew or somebody, I forget now.
He started with, I showed a kid my balls this weekend, and it got the shock like, what? And then it turned into like a 16-year-old nephew or something like that because they weren't believing the story about how massive his sack is. And apparently if we get X number of subscribers, something or another, or patrons or something, Jeff was going to post the photo of his balls on Dion's shoulders. I don't need to see him that bad to want to have that happen.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for Dan to do that damn video where he eats the ghost peppers I sent him. Those ghost pepper chips.
I'm still waiting for my hand job from Dion.
Ages ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys never keep their promises. These suck.
It's been 18 months and my thing has not been manually stimulated by Dion Green.
Me neither. What the hell?
Fucking liars.
I'm paying these guys for what?
This is the last episode of the Fancast because we will no longer shill and stand for this treatment from the flagship.
Yeah, we've been betrayed.
And then I find a dick in my mailbox.
Which, by the way, you can listen to their show on YouTube at World Class Bullshitters. Follow them on Facebook, on Twitter. They have a Patreon. Go subscribe. Give them your fucking money.
Buy a damn t-shirt.
Yeah, IncarnateStudios.com, and don't forget the fucking hyphen.
.com.
If you want to talk to him, it's worldclassbs@mail.com, which is the best mail.
.com.
And also, they have another channel, Ring Rust. Don't confuse it with Ring Rust Radio. That's something totally different.
Yep.
Rust Radio.
Done that a few times.
Ring Rust Radio is the one with like thousands of subscribers. Our Ring Rust is the one with tens of subscribers. So listen to that. New episode will be coming out. I don't know if they're doing one next week. We didn't do one this week. We may not be doing one next week. I won't be on it if they are. I'm going to an Iron Maiden concert Wednesday night.
Iron Maiden? Are they in wheelchairs?
Yeah. Excellent.
I don't fucking care. I'm going to go. I'm going to thrash and enjoy the shit out of an Iron Maiden concert.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Fucking love Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
I actually want to see this wheelchair concert now.
I don't care, man.
They're 50s, man.
They're probably older than that. I don't really give a shit. As long as Bruce is up there fucking wailing on the Trooper and Power Slave, I'm a good happy camper.
Are they gonna waste the wheelchairs? Are they gonna like smash it on stage? Because I would watch that. I would pay good money to watch that.
We'll see. I'll be there next Wednesday.
Geezer's beating the shit out of a wheelchair or a crutch or something. That sounds awesome.
I'll be there at the Riverport Amphitheater, whatever the fuck they call it these days. Thing was built like 25, 30 years ago, and it's had like 12 different names.
Money talks, man.
We just know it as Riverport because that's what it was originally called.
So, yeah.
Alrighty. So I know. Are we wrapped up? Are we gonna?
I've got nothing else to say about the Venom. I think it's they need to have it like way longer because they got so much that they have to introduce into it. But apparently they're not going to because Amy Pascal's a dumb fucking thunder cunt. And
why don't you just make it a musical at this point?
God damn it! You beat me to it.
And
let's give them any ideas.
Venom doesn't need to be a comedic film.
A Zombieland musical.
I'll probably watch it because I want to watch and enjoy it because it's Venom, but I won't, and I'll just be pissed off. So never mind. I'm gonna sneak into the movie theater if I watch it because I'm not paying for it.
Well, hey.
Here's the problem with the whole Venom movie. This is the problem actually because here's the thing. Kendo pretty much said everything that I probably would have said anyways about the whole issue. Like you have to actually build it. Jeff even said that it's a build in Venom. You can't just like bring them out of the blue. Then there's the whole issue with the origin story, and now apparently, according to Marvel, officially it's not Peter Parker, it's Deadpool. It's more of that revision history bullshit that Marvel's into now all of a sudden. But my main thing with the whole Venom movie, I think, is more where Brainmuffin was trying to get at is like you're making this teenage comedy movie, like this whole teenage action movie, and again, it's you're directed mostly at teenagers. Because it's basically what it was with Power Rangers. You know, when that remake came out, they put in this one singer that I didn't know about, and I don't give two shits about. I don't know what a Becky G is, nor do I give a shit, or whether she plays a lesbian or whatever in that fucking movie, because she didn't do jack in that entire thing.
Let's be honest, you cared.
I mean, if she's, she's like. Got to be legal, so. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, exactly. But the only thing I would say is I didn't know who the fuck she was or what she did or anything like that. I mean, the Pink Ranger didn't go topless, but she was stripping in that movie, so that was a plus. But I didn't know who these actors are supposed to be or anything like that. But yet the people I went with, who are my cousins, my brother, you know, it's a 7-year difference. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you think about entertainment wise, it kind of is. So they know who these people are, these actors and actresses, who the fuck they are. I don't even know. I don't really care, but they do. So it's like you're appealing to a younger audience because you know that younger audience is going to be the one that wants to go see these people. It's not like we know Kurt Russell's the man. So if he were to put out a good movie, if he were to put out a movie tomorrow and it looks badass enough, you know, we would go watch it. That's the appeal to us. But you know, they would probably work on something that isn't going to be absolute crap. The Spider-Man movie at this point, they realized they could have fucking Peter Parker do a fucking musical with whatever Brown Mary Jane is, and that's what I'm gonna call her because I don't know what the hell I don't know, and I keep hearing that she's not Mary Jane. She's a stand-in for whatever Mary Jane, Gwen Stacy, whatever she wants to be the stand-in for. It's basically this whole thing of, hey, let's do this revisionist history thing where we keep changing the story, we keep certain elements the same, but let's change others. Let's change the origin story. Let's change the background a little bit. Let's call it realistic, right? So, well, guess what? Because it's New York City, you have a whole bunch of brown people.
Uh-oh. They cut out again?
They must have got him.
Oh.
Again.
Every time he starts to make a good point, it breaks up.
Damn it. It's the Illuminati. They're after me again.
Fucking Illuminati, man.
You need to be more succinct so you're done before they can catch on.
Yeah.
Oh, see, they exposed my game. I used to con man and tell people that I was an illegal immigrant, but now they know that I'm actually not, and I actually have somebody with a brain, so they're coming after me.
Yeah.
This is why I play stupid, ladies and gentlemen, so they don't come after me. But anyways,
Guys, look at it this way. I think the best thing you could say about the Venom comedy is that at least it's not going to be a wacky comedy like The Mask.
We don't know that yet.
Well, we hope.
See, that's my point. They're just gonna do it. They're gonna do whatever because they know they can get away with it, and they know there's still gonna be an audience that's gonna like it, regardless of whether or not it's crap.
Yes, and those people have IQs under 90.
Again, you're allowed to like crap. Liking crap is fine. I mean, just don't eat it. But
but we don't have to agree with you, and it's okay.
Good advice. Good advice.
Yeah, but
So that's what I've been doing wrong.
Crap is crap. You can't dismiss crap as crap. Like, I know there's. Listen, when I first saw Amazing Spider-Man 2, I was like, all right, it wasn't that bad. But then I watched it a second time. I was like, holy shit, this movie's trash. Like, I don't even know why I liked it. And again, it's that whole because I was younger, I was a few years younger, I thought it was better. I thought it was great. And then a couple years later, I'm looking back on it, I'm like, well, no, how would it taste like? So it's going to be, they know, they're basically just in it for the money. And they're going to make that whole, and of course they're going to try to make Venom be this more like comedic character because, again, it's not about let's make a good story, let's make a good movie, let's make something that'll be classic like the first two Spider-Man movies. It's about let's see who's the famous face we can put on the screen, someone recognizable by all audiences that have seen movies in the last couple years. Let's just put them out there, and let's get something that just makes people laugh or makes people cry, because apparently feelings is everything in this day and age in culture, and about hype.
Yeah. Well, you got to you got to check off the boxes. It's really what they're trying to do, always trying to make a blockbuster. And they keep forgetting what makes movies a blockbuster is a good story. And, you know, the acting is good and it flows well. The special effects and the explosions and all that add to it. That's not what makes it a big movie. And, you know, and unfortunately, as we talked about last week too, a lot of these movies that'll do so in the U.S., and then worldwide they'll do 200% better. And that's what they're looking at, because that's where they're making their money. Which
just reinforces the point that we've made all along, as has Lord God Emperor Trump. Foreigners are stupid.
Well, not in Poland.
Technically, I was born here, so I'm not a foreigner.
No, you're part of the club. Just you're in a different, section of the club.
God damn you, New York City.
You're
like equal but different.
Yeah, you're equal but not, but it's okay.
I like that. You're equal but different. I should put that on a T-shirt.
You're as equal to the rest of us, but we're just more equal than you. It's like Animal Farm.
T-shirt and walk New York City.
It's like Animal Farm. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. It's kind of like that. It's all Americans are equal. It's just some of us are more equal than others.
Ain't that the truth? Oh man, but seriously, I have worries because it's Venom. It really should be treated with a little more disrespect and decency. Like, that's what we were all expecting when we saw Spider-Man, when we saw like the trailers, when we saw the promotional, the merchandise for Spider-Man 3. And I've said this before on other videos and watching episodes of the WCBS and like rants and everything related to Spider-Man. I have this it's like this whole thing where I feel like Sam Raimi was really working to something bigger in the original run. Like, he was working to something better. Like, I don't think Venom necessarily might have been the third villain he was working on. Maybe it might have been like fourth or fifth, but there was going to be a payoff. And I also have reason to believe that we were going to get Dr. Connors to be a villain at some point too, because there was a lot of hints towards that. Like there was a little jokes made here and there. So I felt like he was really paying attention to what makes Spider-Man great. But ultimately, once Sony saw the dollar signs, they're like, no, we're not gonna go that route anymore. We just want to go with the route that gets us money. They don't care about the sustenance; they just care about the profits. Because at the end of the day, it really is about the bottom line.
Thanks, Trump.
Well, to me,
make Spider-Man great again.
Yeah,
Trump's America. Make Spider-Man great again.
But to me, Spider-Man 3 shows. I think like they had one villain, and then it just feels like the studio added crap.
Yeah.
And
they had Sandman.
They always do.
Right.
I thought Sandman was okay. Like, I didn't think he was really that bad.
You didn't need 4 villains in that stupid movie. You just need one. You don't, because it's like, oh wait a minute, we got Harry Osborn's now the whatever goblin, and now we have the symbiote, and we have this, and we have, and it's just like, oh my goodness.
I think the problem with that came down to Toby. Toby saying he was going to leave after the third one. He wasn't going to do more because I know they planned on doing more Spider-Mans. Oh. So I think it turned into, well, this is the last Spider-Man we're going to do. We got, get as many people in it as we can.
And that's what made
it we got so that guy from That 70s Show.
Fuck Topher Grace.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? Now that you brought that up, it even kind of worries me even more because it's going to be like, okay, well, what famous face do we got in this movie? And it's not this guy. It's not Tom Holland. It's not Peter, the guy playing Peter Parker. It's that chick. That's gonna be that's probably who they're banking on trying to sell this movie to like this newer generation. So that again, because like she's this famous face that people like the younger generation recognizes.
I don't know the fuck it is.
Again, it was like when I went to watch Power Rangers. I'm telling you, I see the parallels with Power Rangers. People and most of the younger people. Again, most of the younger people are not really. Most people like younger than me, like let's say people, I would say younger than 20, in their 20s, right? Probably don't have no idea what Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was, the original series. Like they don't know Rita Repulsa. They probably got into Power Rangers much later on in one of the later incarnations at best, or maybe not even at all. But then you put in some famous singer, whatever she was, that they know of and are aware of. And that's what they were banking on. And again, when I went to see the movie, the first thing one of my cousins said was, "Oh, I get to see Becky G because she's so hot." And I'm like, "The fuck's up Becky G?" And it bothers me because again, this is how they push these movies out there. They're gonna go based on name recognition as opposed to actual substance. And I hope I'm wrong, and I hope they treat it with a little more decency and respect. They put a little more effort into it. But Sony, being Sony, I doubt it. And it's sad because they just not recently got a little bit more respect from me. Thank you for making the Crash Bandicoot remake somewhat decent. I know that's Sony games and not Sony movies, but overall I look at Sony as one company, one entity, one evil empire. And now they're kind of losing me again. So Sony, you still suck ass.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
They need to just close the doors on Sony Pictures and just make games. Just do that. Stop trying to make.
They fucked that up too. I don't care what anybody says. That E3 was hard for Sony. Was not even mediocre at best. That was just a desperate attempt to get money. Well, then again, that's video games in general nowadays. But
everything's a desperate attempt to get money.
Yeah,
but that's everything. But
it's very short-sighted.
It's very short-sighted. It's like, again, we live in this hype culture nowadays. Let's get people hyped up for the next thing because they have to move on to the next thing immediately. At least when Spider-Man came out, I remember the first movie. Oh, my God. People were still talking about that movie for months.
Well, we don't get hype. We stay hype.
We are the hype.
And that's why I eliminated you at in the Battle Royal this past week.
Sony ain't hyped. They ain't hyped. That's a wrestling reference for those of you that do not get it. But you can hear all about it on Ring Rust.
God, next time you do that episode, just trash New Day. They deserve it.
Oh, that's not going to be a problem. The guys on the show and myself are getting pretty tired of the New Day.
Again, and it's this whole let's appeal to the lowest common denominator. Let's just throw crap humor out there and see what sticks. And people buy it and eat it up.
Well, that's Vince McMahon's been doing that for the entire run of the company.
Yeah, but god damn it, it's gotten worse.
I'm going to make a note of that, and I will bring it up next time I'm on Ring Rust because one of the things we're going to talk about is how the company will get better after Vince McMahon is gone.
I don't necessarily believe that.
That evil bastard's never going to be gone. He'll live forever just out of spite.
He's going to have his head cryogenically frozen, and it'll be like in Futurama where he's like a head in a jar.
Yeah.
I don't believe that the company is going to get any better with his death. I think Stephanie is going to have way too much control. And ultimately, she looks more towards, hey, let's make it a business based on all these charities and everything, and less about the actual show. I mean, come on, they can't even make certain jokes anymore. And I even read something along the lines where they had to meet with people in the LGBT, whatever initials they have at this point, community, just to make sure that they make gay-friendly storylines from now on, because that's what they're planning on doing. I'm like, fuck this noise.
See,
Yeah, well,
this is why I got out of wrestling after the Attitude Era was over.
PC culture, man.
Like, Mick Foley had retired. Austin's injuries had stacked up. He couldn't do it anymore. Undertaker was friggin' using a walker at that point. It was just, all the fun was just gone, and I just left. And I tried looking back a couple of times over the years, and it's like, I don't even know these people anymore. And they're just doing the same old shit, and the McMahons are too involved.
To me, the death was Chris Benoit. I'll be honest. To me, I think that was the nail in the coffin that finally brought us to where we're at today with wrestling.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, I didn't want to make it all about that, but I just wanted to toss it in there. It's not really just movies, but it's like entertainment in general. Just
Jesus, dude, what are you hammering nails over there?
burying a body, probably.
He's fucking building the cabinet while you're talking.
Oh, that noise? That's the German Shepherd chewing on a bone.
I thought he was like
that sounds like that's a euphemism.
No, it's like you said, he's getting rid of a body.
Yeah, it's a part of the humor.
too.
It's the last part. We don't have pigs, so we have to use the dogs.
Anyway, are we ready to put this baby to bed?
I'm ready to strangle it.
All right,
Stick a fork in it. It's done.
Smother the baby in its bed.
Choke that.
I got the pillow.
All right, are we done? No more?
I think so.
I think so.
I think so. We've covered everything. We've
Let's
talked
kill it,
about the
guys.
episode, Venom. Congratulations to our first two inductees into the Fancast Hall of Fame, Kelly Brook and Jennifer Taylor.
And Lucy Lawless.
Oh yeah, Lucy Lawless deserves a spot.
Does she have a big, beautiful rack, though?
Yes.
All right.
Looking good.
Yeah, and she can kick ass too, so that counts for some.
I'll put her on the list, Lucy.
Oh, such a drag.
We can't put too many on there. It takes away from the prestige of the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Well, this is just like the beginning of it. It's going to take time to keep building it up, Just
Don't worry.
This is a good start.
We'll maybe have like an inductee a week or something.
Yeah.
All right. So should we do an outro or not?
Every week we each propose someone, and then we got to vote for who makes it on the list.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Maybe we should leave the voting up to the fans, the 10 people.
Yes.
So leave the voting up to Oggs. I was wondering, since he is such a young dude, I wonder if he has to listen to the shows in secret. I just envision him with little earphones in under the blankets with a little flashlight, giggling anytime somebody's like, "Fuck that guy," he's like,
I don't know if he's that young.
His parents won't let him listen.
Well, tell us, Oggs, how do you listen to these shows? You listen to them with headphones?
Does your parents frown upon you listening to stuff like this, or do they just not give a shit?
It'd be funny if his parents are fans of the show.
That'd be great.
Or are they really cool like Papa Kendo? So
Father Slice.
Father Slice, excuse me.
Father Slice, and Father Slice is hella cool. He's in Texas right now picking up custom-made cowboy boots.
Sexy.
Nice.
Yes, last time he was down there for over Christmas or January with my stepmom because she's from Texas. They went to a place in Fort Worth to get custom cowboy boots made where they he picked out the leather, he picked out all the stuff, and they actually had some old Mexican guy there that makes them by hand. And apparently Reagan got his boots made there, the Bushes and everything, so my dad was totally down for that.
But when you tap the heels, do ice skate blades pop out?
That I don't know.
Then
I've not seen.
Not
I haven't seen Father Slice in about a month because last time I saw him was for his birthday. I took him out to lunch and he told me that over 4th of July time he was going to be going to Texas for a week or so to get his custom-made cowboy boots.
Well, if you can't fight Mr. Freeze, then they're not that good. So sorry to break it to you.
Every time I see Father Slice and he comes back from being in Texas, he gets more and more cowboy. Last time he came back with a big old Stetson. So this time he's going to come back with cowboy boots. Next time we come back, he's going to have a fucking herd of Mustangs running around on our property.
Wearing a live rattlesnake for a belt.
Yeah.
Just tie it off real good. It'll hold still.
riding around on a fucking horse with like one of them lever action like Winchester repeaters, looking for the engines. Like, okay, all right, whatever you say.
Turning into Sam Elliott more and more.
Yeah, well, whatever you say, Dad. Father Slice.
All righty. All right, so let's put this one to bed, gentlemen, shall we?
We shall.
So I have been bottle washer number 6, Brainmuffin the lifting nerd. And with me has been Mr. Kendo Slice.
Fuck Topher Grace.
Liquid Metal Pro.
It's the Illuminati, man. They're coming after me.
And
Fuck Topher Grace.
Reality's Frank.
Hey, Luke.
Fuck Topher Grace.
Hey, Luke. All right. Peace out.
Bitches.
Good night.
Word.